The time has come. Winter is coming. Oh, there goes my ads. Winter is coming. AEW Dynamite. Is it going to be as eventful of a event? Eventful event. Is it going to be as eventful as some of the previous Winter is Comings that have came? We shall see. I know we got a women's world title match. Mina Shirakawa versus Mariah May for the title, the women's title. We got Claudio versus Will Ospreay. Goodness gracious. Check your faces. That sounds like it's gonna be what, a 20-minute draw, you think? Maybe not. What else? John Moxley and Pac versus Orange Cassidy and Jay White. What a strange mashup. Who else? There's something else on this fight card. I wish that Matt Cardona was going to be on the show. He's here, but he's going to be on Rampage instead of Dynamite. I wish Cardona was on the show. I think he would pump up the volume a little bit. Hey, we got J-Rock in the house. We got Dro. We got Brandon. Woo-wee. Look at this. Welcome, guys. Winter is coming. Winter is here. Who else?
Welcome,
Who else is on this
J-Rock
fight card? There was like one more thing. Oh, Brody. Brody King versus who? Ricochet, I think. Goodness gracious. Legato, welcome. I see Legato.
Welcome, Legato Gelato.
I see you, man. I see you. Winter is coming. Got this whole place looking snazzed out.
It's delicious.
Thank you for the likes you guys have already put on the YouTube side of things. If we get to 20 likes, we'll do predictions on the matches and stuff to where you guys will be able to tell me who you think is going to win. We'll see if you're right or not. A Nick Cage movie. Which one? What else? There's something else that there's something else too. Nah, that's Rampage. Yeah, there's a few things that are looking like they're coming our way. We have about 9 minutes before the start of Dynamite here. So we have a little bit of time that we can talk about what's going on. You're not watching until 8. Looks like it's starting in about 9 minutes. Bad Lieutenant, Port of Call, New Orleans. Oh, I've heard of that. I heard of that a while ago, though. What made you want to watch that? Out of all movies. It's about that time. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the YouTube channel as well. We're putting out some pretty dang good content. Also coming up tomorrow is the Game Awards, right? Yeah, the Game Awards. So I'll be putting out different reactions to the world premieres and things like that. Also, maybe my reactions to what gets voted in based off of how egregious I think it is, how I feel about it. A snowstorm is going on. Dang, strange. We got a little bit of snow in the background here. See, I even snazzed up the background to where we got a little bit of snow coming down. Nothing too crazy. I wanted to be able to still do the stream, you know. It is leaving streaming this month. Oh, okay. How was it? How was that movie? Bad Lieutenant. He's been doing some strange things here and there. They got what's it called? Long legs. That's a weird choice that he made recently. I wonder if anybody has seen that movie. Anybody from Team Gritty? I thought about seeing it, but I didn't get around to it yet. Wonder if anybody's seen that Long Legs movie with Nicolas Cage as like the serial killer. It's really good. You're still processing. It's a hidden gem of a movie. Really? Wow. I did not expect to hear that. What do you think about the show graphic? Which show graphic? I mean the new logo? I like it way better than the previous one. The previous one was very simple. This one's very stylized. Soon at 8. Do you want to be my friend? Let's hang out, man. Let's hang out. We're gonna be locked in for the next 2 hours here, checking out what Dynamite has to offer. Winter is coming. This show, it has built goodwill for me. This out of all the specialty episodes of Dynamite, Winter is Coming is the one that I feel like it was the most memorable with It's Sting. Jonathan, what's up, man? Winter is coming, man. I made sure winter was coming tonight as well, with the snow falling from the sky ever so slightly. I think Claudio versus Will Ospreay is going to be something to see right there. Wonder how they're going to keep both of them looking strong in that match. Think they'll go time limit draw? We've seen that they're not scared to do it. They did it for Daniel Garcia versus Okada. And then didn't they just beat Okada?
Welcome, Ringmaster Mike Gruff.
I thought Okada just lost as well. Some bold choices going on here. Can't say that they don't do anything out of left field sometimes. Ringmaster, welcome. Said Sting got stung. How'd he get stung? Retired as a champion. Thought I was gonna have an all-white suit tonight. Nah. I got enough. I got black, blue, and white though. Got a little bit. I tried to color coordinate it as crispy as I could. See the alliteration. Claudio will get a pinfall. You think he's gonna pin Ospreay? They're going to hand Ospreay another loss? Remember, Ospreay just got beat by Fletcher at the pay-per-view. Think they're going to hand him another loss in less than a month? That would be very surprising. Think maybe Mina's going to take this title tonight? I don't think that's going to happen. I think that I think it'll probably be a good match, but maybe Tony Storm's coming back tonight. I mean, winter is coming, and Tony Storm, Winter Storm, maybe. I do know that Tony Khan likes to use the title of his events as clues as to what he's going to do on the event. You kind of get rewarded for thinking into the names a lot. But some of the events, it doesn't really make sense. I can tell you directly that there are going to be a lot of great wrestlers taking losses over the next year, and that will be very exciting. I think that one of the things that AEW could do a little better is to just let their stars stand out with more dominant performances. I think that they kind of diminish the star power of certain people by making them have longer than necessary matches versus people that are not necessarily being pushed. So like Kyle Fletcher will have a 17-minute match with Commander, and it's like, dude, I understand Commander's a good wrestler, but there's times for them to have good matches, and then there's times where right now Fletcher should be the hottest thing you got. Well, one of them at least. And I don't think that you need to see him in a super long match with Commander to keep him hot. Like, just have him match this dude and get out of there. I think that is part of the diminishing star power that they have here, is that all their stars seem very touchable. It doesn't seem like there's many people who are that high above the pack, and so it makes everyone seem kind of normal. And anybody could tell you the thing that makes a star is that they stand out in one way or another. They have to be able to do that, and a lot of times they don't focus so much upon the promos and like the backstory. So what else is there to fall back on to make a star? The in-ring performance. So if most of your stars aren't going to stand out on the mic or like backstory stuff like that, you have to let them stand out in the ring then. And you don't stand out by having competitive matches with the other guys you're not even trying to push. I think that would help them in the year to come, and it'll help to kind of build that must-see type of environment. If you know you're just going to get a good match, you know you can just watch it whenever you want. If you know that there's going to be some sort of star-making performance, then or a good squash match every now and then, I think you're going to be more inclined to tune in to see that than to just see a good match. So I think that they could make things stand out a little bit more and create a more must-see environment. And that's what I hope starts tonight, because they have stars on the show. The fight card looks like hot fire tonight. Even though it's called Winter is Coming, this looks like one of their hotter fight cards as well. And the fact that the pay-per-view is coming up at the end of the month, this could be where they light the fuse. Remember the old theme song? You're going to Blackhawks on Sunday morning. Ah, nice. Very nice. Yeah, Jonathan. Fletcher will probably win. I mean, they're booking him like he should win right now. Bravo, what's up, Bravo? Yep, Winter is coming. About 8 seconds left before Dynamite hits the air, guys. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Let's I should actually tweet about this. That'd probably be a good idea. Let's do that. Here we go. I can't hear anything. Okay, I can hear something. Starting off with the Moxley bunch. The Death Riders. Here they are. Oh, it's Pac. Oh, I thought this would be the main event. Starting with the Death Riders. Pac.
He is the AEW World Champion. Moxley.
Tony Schiavone, historically speaking, winter is coming. One of the most explosive, unintended nights of the year on the
One of the most explosive events. Pac is here. And John Moxley. Alright, the tweet is on. If you guys have a Twitter, please help use it. Retweet the tweet, guys. Let's let everybody know where to be tonight. This is the spot right here.
I heard from John Moxley today. Scared the hell out of me. I can understand why. And he said, after Saturday, Schiavone, I have given Orange Cassidy a stay of execution. I have no idea what he meant by that, but those are...
You have no idea what John Moxley meant by that. Dude, a lot of people are saying that. After what he said on Collision, I actually got to watch it. He was over here talking about, like, he's the guy from the Prophecy and stuff. I was like, what, Moxley? Come on, man. Don't go there. Please don't start that type of stuff. You're already speaking a whole lot of stuff that we can't understand. But now you're going to start telling us that you're the prophesied one and all this. Like, come on, man. It's Taz. What's up, Taz? You know what I mean? It's like, come on, man. Let's not go with the prophecy stuff now. Let's keep it a little bit by the books here. That's the prophecy. The Moxley prophecy. The Moxley prophecy. I bet you Tony Khan is just loving this so much. He's like, yes, Orange Cassidy is the hero we need. I like Cassidy, man. But I bet you Tony Khan is just the biggest fan of this storyline right now. Where's Jay Whiteo? There he is. Okay, we got to move Orange.
Welcome, Radio.
There we go. With your feet in the air and your head in the ground. Can't tell which way is up but which way is down. Yeah.
With the goal of AEW, but certainly. But I mean, Nigel, it could be they're aligning themselves. It could be that all these people have competing interests. Could be Jay White.
Hey, it's Radio. Welcome, Radio. Radio's in the house.
As Jay White and Moxley spun
If you could be Tony Khan for one day, what would you do?
things off. Here on Dynamite as Moxley.
Open the boxes. Dude. Unfortunately, I don't have to even open the boxes. Look at how they showed up. Oh, I can't even lift this. I can't now. Look at how it showed up. It was already open. This is how it showed up, and it's leaking. It's leaking as well. But I actually do have to open it a little bit. Yeah, they didn't handle it very well. I'll tell you that. Yeah, look, I just pulled on it and opened it. It wasn't even sealed. It wasn't even closed. Let's see how bad it is. Okay, I don't think this one is punctured. Thank you, by the way, Radio. Yeah, I don't think this one is messed up. Maybe it is. Oh, God. Yeah. I took pictures of it right when I got it too. That way, if they needed pictures to like report it or whatever. So if you want pictures, I'll send you them. Oh my goodness, it's Propel. Oh God, oh God. Ah! Okay, so it just poured all over me. Yeah, one of these is busted. You can see the wetness on my hand right here too. Okay. I'm gonna leave that right here. Looks like I had an accident. The Death Riders are so scary, my chair is wet. Ay, ay, ay. I got 12 and 12. 24 of them, but they're punctured. Ay, ay, ay. Dudley, you got a napkin or something? Oh, you do. Thank you, Dudley. Dudley has a napkin.
Welcome, Kelly Scott Matthews.
Kelly, what's up, man? Super Mario's in the house. Yeah, at least it's like a water type of thing instead of anything too crazy. 2 12-packs, yeah, Radio. Dudley punched a hole in the box. I don't think Dudley had anything to do with it. No Superman punch. No orange punch. Moxley got out of there. Ay, ay, ay. Radio, thank you so much, man. It looks like the one with the immune support looks intact. But the other one is the one that's leaking. Chaos. Tough. What's up, Tough? Winter is coming, guys. AEW Dynamite.
ever since their introduction.
Radio hooked it up. Thank you very much, man.
No one has any idea of
Hey,
how
Beatty, what's up?
dangerous they are.
But Nigel, to that
You
point,
said this is the greatest match on the show so far? Yeah, I agree with that.
full gear since he had those chemicals poured down his throat by Yuta.
It's the greatest match on this show so far.
You can understand why.
Dude, I'm so hyped. I've been missing my Propel for a few days here. I drank them all. I love them so much. Christian Cage seated high up above the crowd. He's got his cash-in opportunity with him.
Certainly, John Moxley
It was very loud.
the AEW
Okay,
World
that's better.
Has more than one individual gunning for him. Dare I say that's exactly the way he likes it. Certainly had to know it was coming.
But in the case of Christian Cage, Tony, he has that contract in that briefcase. When he executes that contract, anytime, anywhere, it's his shot at the AEW World Championship.
Moxley's been working out though, man. See how toned he is? He's looking good.
All Cage has to do is sign that contract and it becomes legal.
Thrust kick by Orange Cassidy, stunning the champion. And Cassidy, you can see Cassidy holding on to that throat. Perhaps some damage still from that chemical.
Yeah, and that's a good point, and a smart move by Cassidy. He saw the tag being made. He went back to make his tag.
Backdrop by Jay White on Pac. It's the Pac drop. When you backdrop Pac, it's the Pac drop.
Elevated here above the arena in Kansas City, or within the arena,
Dang.
technically speaking.
Lean and sinewy.
It's a battle of accents over here. Pac versus Jay White.
Oh, but Pac, nice switch there.
I want to hear them have a conversation.
DDT strikes, does the switchblade swing, and a miss by Moxley.
DDT to Moxley as well.
Death Riders finding themselves on the back foot here against this unlikely duo of Jay White.
Jay White was taking on both members of the opposite team here for a second. Pac put a boot to him though. Put an end to that.
Really critical mistake here by Jay White.
Yeah, Moxley's been hitting the weight room, man. You see him?
I had your number. I have your number. Turns and then gets kicked.
Let's see if we hit 20 likes yet. We got 20 likes. We'll start doing the prediction on the matches. Oh, we're getting very close, guys. Thank you to everybody who's already left a thumbs up on the YouTube video here.
Right here in front of our announce desk once again.
We hit 20. I'll start putting the
Thankfully for us.
prediction.
Thankfully for us is right. Unfortunately for Jay White, now been deposited on the barricade as John Moxley creates some.
I think that the speculation on what Cody got is very easy to figure out.
To send John Moxley into our announce table. John Moxley going on the outside, and he's not done. Look at this.
But that's what good storytelling will do for you, man. A lot of times, predictability means you're telling the story right. Ryan, you like the stream? Thanks, man. Thank you.
Cutting off Jay White. Any momentum he was hoping to build on the floor.
Where's my jacket at? I have heating control out here on the
To the ring.
patio.
The ring. The Death Riders with the advantage. You can see Orange Cassidy.
It's only snowing a little bit.
Yeah, he's still favoring that throw, like you said, Excalibur.
This
He saw
is
left hand.
his first in-ring action since Full Gear, since the attack.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna get that. I think that he'll have it for one night or whatever, but
That Orange Cassidy once considered a close friend.
I don't think he's bringing it back all the way.
Seems to be completely
And I don't want him to bring it back all the way.
into John
I think it'll be a nice throwback, but
Moxley's brand of professional wrestling may be.
I think Kevin Owens could get some definite heat if he does something to that title.
To a cause, not to a person.
It's a new mic. Depends on when you last saw me.
So at all, I had to sit down as you saw a number of weeks ago with Wheeler Yuta.
I got the mic glowing blue tonight to match the rest of this stuff.
Some doubts
Very color coordinated on the layout here.
in Yuta's mind.
Give you guys the finest of things.
How willing John Moxley is to throw Wheeler Yuta into the fray, to sacrifice Wheeler Yuta.
Right, and Wheeler with that robotic type speech of his now and the glassy-eyed look, I'm not so sure, man. That's well, everything about the Death Riders.
John Moxley ascending to the second rope. Got the tag from Pac. Comes down with a stomp on the back of Jay White. Oh, me, oh my.
Effective as Moxley Moxley coming down with 230 plus pounds on the neck of Jay White as Christian Cage and his patriarchy watching on.
They're just torturing Jay White in the corner over here.
Yeah, I guess they're
Orange Cassidy is pacing back and forth. He wants to get in here. He wants to help.
touch more on that in a moment.
Probably wants to get his hands on Moxley more than he wants to help Jay White. AEW Dynamite, we're back live. Rawr, rawr, rawr. Here we go. Excalibur's going to start revving up those R's. Should call him R Caliber. R. R, R, R. R Caliber.
Had some early flashes, Nigel, but since then it has been all Death Riders.
They've taken a commanding presence in this match.
R Caliber with like 3 R's on the end too.
Synergy together. While White and Orange Cassidy.
Let it snow. Yep, I'm letting it snow, man.
In terms of taking the AEW World title away from Jon Moxley.
You miss FTR, but you're not going to watch Collision. You're not missing much. All they do is come out and try to like gain a little bit of crowd love from hanging out with the Outriders or the Outrunners.
Really are on the same page, and that's why right now they are dominating this match. As Pac now
Our Kelly. Oh no.
able to kick out, and Tony, we briefly touched on it. We know that after the attack last week by Kip
FTR has fallen so far, man. You're not. I'm telling you, you're not missing anything by not watching Collision. If you're looking for them, you should just reminisce. You're better off just reminiscing about them.
Of course, he put Taz out.
The good old days.
I don't know what the end game is here for Christian Cage, but obviously I think he wants to get Hook a part of his family.
He had a serious health issue, Taz.
Christian Cage has made his
Luchasaurus almost died, from what I know.
educating his
Thank you for
young
hanging out with
sons.
Brody and I.
Oh, wait a second.
Oh, now
Perhaps a little bit of advice. A
Yeah,
suggestion,
that's what I was saying,
perhaps.
Ringmaster. I was saying that Kevin Owens could get some major heat by doing something to that title.
I have my suspicions in anything that involves Christian Cage. Yeah, he's the worst. As Pac
I'm down with it.
side headlock.
I'm super down with it, man. Them just introducing it for one night. It sounds fun, but it also seems like there's more that you could do.
You've had 5 attempts and you're still not half the father he is.
Yeah, maybe you just got to get speared in the middle of Wembley Stadium, like, and you won't stop.
Legato, you know what's so funny about that? Remember,
Oh, wait, that's
they showed us the pictures of what they wanted FTR to dress up like. They were dressed up as like clowns or like hot dogs or whatever.
Do your dishes for
And then like, what was it? 2 weeks after they showed up on Dynamite, they had them dressed up as like clowns and hot dogs on the Titantron.
Jay White able to kick out.
Remember that?
Since Jon Moxley became
It's like certain wrestlers just can't get away from certain booking.
that world championship
It's like it's their
title,
destiny or
we've not
something.
seen it. We presume that briefcase that Marina Shafir is carrying around contains that.
Oh my
We don't
goodness.
know.
Jay White is getting tortured here.
He says that AEW doesn't deserve to have AEW World Championship belt. That no one is deserves to look on that title belt.
I think it's figurative.
Excalibur's having a heck of a time explaining what Moxley's talking about. Dude, Excalibur, nobody knows what Moxley's talking about. It's okay, man. Don't try so hard.
Title away.
You're gonna hurt yourself.
What is Moxley's end game though? That he wants everyone to be
Moxley's literally on Collision telling people that he's the prophecy and stuff like that. It's like, dude, come on, man. Don't take it there.
For their spot here.
Don't start cutting these Bray Wyatt promos.
Daisical.
Well, nothing lackadaisical about that dragon screwed Jay White with potentially an opportunity.
Hassan, what's up, man?
Cassidy
Yep, Game Awards tomorrow, guys. Make sure you come on through my Twitch channel. I'll be streaming live through the whole thing. We're hanging out. I do it every single year.
We may find out right now.
We'll be doing it live as it's happening, so you guys can share your reactions. We can talk about our predictions.
Moxley and Cassidy. Elbow strikes the flurry, the exchange. But now
See the new world premieres and all that.
Josh, short elbow to the face. Orange Cassidy ducks underneath, looking for a beach. Break. Oh, Moxley tried to counter with the sunset flip. PK.
Amazon Prime deals. Ooh.
Moxley was able to avoid most of it.
Cassidy coming through.
Cassidy's in. Dang, you got a heck of a DDT on Pac.
Spiked by the DDT.
You chose Tekken 8. Nice.
On the ascent. Look at him go. Jon Moxley
Moxley.
And now diving DDT by Orange.
I kind of don't think so, Ringmaster.
The leg hooked and
I kind of don't think so. With the success of the trailer last time, I think that they'll probably just do it the same way as last time.
don't get too frustrated now. A little frustration on the face here.
I don't think they need to piggyback off of anybody to get the
You often see on the face of Orange Cassidy.
views and all that.
You don't often see any emotion on his face.
$2.99. Dang, Legato, that's a good deal.
Cassidy about to strip off that elbow pad for the orange punch. Moxley. And
That's
the
a cool game, man.
Cassidy accelerates to the ropes. Wild swing. Moxley missed. Cassidy did not miss. DDT from
That was a
Orange
weird little spot. You saw that? John Moxley turned all the way around to try to clothesline him, but he turned in the wrong direction.
Again, packed tremendous core strength. Able to block it. Stunned.
Stun dog, millionaire.
Cutthroat suplex from Jay White. Oh, with a high boot from Moxley shuts him down. And that absolutely shut it down. Here comes Beach Break. Beach Break.
Beach break on Moxley, center of the ring.
Cassidy's gonna take it. No.
Moxley kicks out at the last possible millisecond.
So close. It's amazing what these athletes can do and how they can come back and keep the match going.
John Moxley, always known for his resilience, his ability to take a real ass kicking.
Yeah, but likewise, you could say the same about Orange Cassidy. Oh, wait a second, Wheeler Yuta.
Wheeler Yuta is there to distract.
Former protege, Marina Shafir.
Marina interferes over here. Oh, no. Orange Cassidy kicked her.
Moxley, a wild swing, orange punch from Moxley.
Orange punch.
He drops to his knees, Cassidy.
Moxley on one knee.
Everyone's on their feet.
Hangman Page runs in and messes up the match. Gives the Death Riders the win here.
Look at the face of Orange Cassidy. When Moxley was reeling, Hangman Adam Page interjecting himself in.
And Adam Page turns around and pushes Orange Cassidy and goes back to beating up Moxley.
Who's had his eye
He cost them the match.
championship for his own reasons. Oh, look at Orange Cassidy's had enough.
Oh. Now Orange Cassidy and Adam Page are fighting.
Exchanging shots.
Started with Marina interfere.
AEW needs.
Absolutely, but it's
And now everybody's brawling. Uh-oh, they're fighting against each other instead of the Death Riders right now. Oh, and Jay White just caught the orange punch inadvertently.
orange punch takes out Jay White.
And now Adam Page caught the orange punch.
Oh wait, Jay White.
Jay White hits Orange Cassidy with the Blade Runner.
But I have to imagine where
Goodness
John Moxley
gracious.
is at ringside. He is cackling with delight, watching Team AEW tear one another apart. Imagine
Yeah, Hangman's super interesting, man.
if these men presented a united front in the face of Moxley.
Hangman was always right. There's a sign that says Hangman was always right.
Orange Cassidy and Jay White.
Hey, we got a new follow.
They win against the Death Riders.
Thank you for
Look at
following.
the problems that Jay White have had with the Hangman, and they're jawing with each other in the ring right now. Yeah, recriminations being thrown
Up. Now the Death Riders strike. Good timing.
on this.
Good timing.
Oh, this is their own fault. This is actually Hangman's own fault.
If this is how the match was gonna end, they didn't have to wrestle for so long, man. I think you disappoint a crowd when they sit through all that and then it's just a disqualification ending.
The Death Riders are doing even without Claudio Castagnoli.
They should have cut the match a little shorter.
Classic match. This is packed. This is Wheeler Yuta. This is
If they were always planning on it being a disqualification ending with Adam Page getting involved, they should have
Last week we saw the three guys together.
pulled the trigger on the interference sooner.
Page together. Looked like they had some steam, but now it's turned completely.
They could have got to more stuff on the show as well and got to the exact same ending.
John Moxley.
Could have cut out like half the heat they got on Jay White. That part of the match was highly boring.
Tonight on Dynamite, but as I just mentioned, Claudio Castagnoli up the
Could have got half the beat down that they got on Jay White, and then got the hot tag to Orange Cassidy quicker. Crowd would have been hotter for that because they wouldn't have sat through so much of that beat down lull period on Jay White. And then you could have had the interference rate when Orange Cassidy is starting to get control of the match. You know, he starts running wild. He's hitting the orange punch on people. He goes for the beach break. He goes for the pin on Moxley. Moxley barely kicks out. Orange Cassidy gets up. He's in a corner looking for one more one more orange punch just to take down Moxley and give them the win. Then Adam Page comes in and ruins the match. Then there's that disdain that's going to be growing in Orange Cassidy because he stole that out of the victory out of the punch. You know, he stole the victory from him. They could have got to the exact same point, but got there quicker and with a lot more ferocity, a lot more momentum behind it, a lot smoother. And they'd have more time to spend on other stuff on the show as well, so it'd be a win-win. But they're in this mode where they feel like every match has to be a banger, bro, and it's like, dude, you've had enough of that. Trust me, it's gonna be all right. You'll get back to the bangers, but let's start tightening things up so people are more excited, and so things just make more sense. Sometimes keeping it simple is easier and better. I like this graphic, though. The Winter is Coming graphics. They're great. Yeah, Excalibur the Tiger. Yeah, their graphics department has been killing it recently. I like the Halloween looking one, the Fright Night. That was a cool looking background, and now this Winter is Coming one is great too. Na. The song always reminds me of Ninja Turtles. Ninja Turtles. Sounds like a Ninja Turtles arcade game or something. Yeah, exactly, WB. The beatdown would have been so much more effective at that point too, because they're seeing a really high point in the match where Orange Cassidy is about to win, and then it gets messed up, and then the Death Riders just jump them all. They could be throwing them into the crowd or something. Just really started off hot. That was a good start. It's just I see how they could have pared it down and really kept it concise and got a better reaction out of the crowd, and just had more time to spend on other stuff tonight as well. They literally just spent a half an hour on one match right there. Well, not literally. It's like 2 minutes under. It's Bandito.
Let's get this son of a bitch!
There he is. He's riding into town. I like how it's snowing. Or like it just got done snowing. It's Bandito, guys. There he is.
You're wanted this here town, and you're under arrest.
Dang, he's looking
this
buff.
The easy way or the hard way? What's it gonna be?
Uh-oh, he's getting off his horse. Dude, Bandito's been lifting, man.
Fine. The hard way it is. Get him, boys!
Oh, they actually caught him. Psych! Backflips. Drop kicks. Kip ups. The Redbeard guy got tossed. Now the Blackbeard. Blackbeard has got him in a fireman's carry. He wiggles out. Dang. Okay, I like that. Suplex on the dirt. Yeah, this reminds me of Lucha Underground. I like it. I make it no secret. I think Lucha Underground may be the best, most concentrated good wrestling show that I've seen.
Where's the crown? I wouldn't have it any other way.
Oh, here we go. John Moxley. Let's see what he says now.
It's the only way to feel alive. Only way to live.
Yeah, I like that too.
To your throat with the dynamite stick, burning down to the end of the wick. That is the only way to live. I wouldn't have it any other way. These guys, this is the problem. They're all about their ego. I want the next title shot. No, I want the next title shot. No, I want the next title shot. That's the problem. You guys' egos run your lives. Egos run all the wrestling. Nothing is about me. None of this is about me. It's about my people. We do not fight flesh and blood. Let me give all three of you an early Christmas gift. World's End, Orlando, Florida, AEW World Championship, fatal 4-way.
Fatal 4-way. Uh-oh. Hangman, Jay White, Orange Cassidy, and Jon Moxley.
The challenge of 4-way match.
Wow.
I guess potentially against Orange Cassidy, Switchblade Jay White, and Hangman Adam Page. I mean, Jon Moxley putting himself in a disadvantageous position.
Jon Moxley, but be that as it may, his back is against the wall, but like he says, he wouldn't live any other way. Wait a second.
As I literally
Christian, yes. More Christian on the show, please.
Sit down and shut your mouth.
Thank goodness. Yes, Christian, let's go. Hardcore weapons should be Jon Moxley's Christmas gift.
So it's a
Maybe it will be a match with weapons.
Title at Worlds End, huh? Well, I have a problem with every. Shut up! I have a problem with every person in this match.
Christian
Jay
is
White
awesome.
Cost me the World Championship at Full Gear, and so did Hangman Page when he didn't live up to his end of the bargain. I said, shut up. And Orange Cassidy, you're just a little pissant that gets on my nerves. But my biggest problem is with you, Jon Moxley, because you have what I want. And if you happen to make it out of that match as the champion, just know that I very well could be waiting on the other side. And if I am, this time, I'm not gonna miss. I will send you back into a tailspin. I will send you back to rock bottom. You'll hear that little voice in your head saying, it's okay, John, do it. It's okay, John, you earned it. Have that drink. I will send you back to rehab.
I'll send you back to rehab. Dang.
Heavyweight championship. But until then, don't ever forget, I am the face of TBS now and forever. And I am the reigning, defending, undisputed next AEW World Champion.
Make sure you have an extra pin with you next time, Christian. They made him look like such a clown with that. Remember? They stole his pin and he went like running after it like a Scooby-Doo character.
I just want to say, go.
Hook broke the window. He's after you, blasted you. Oh goodness, oh goodness. It's Hook with a broken hand. Man, Christian's been getting he's been looking like such a clown recently. Uh-oh, Christian's he's getting choked. Hook's got him. He's gonna throw him off the balcony.
But he's not Father Christmas, he can't fly.
I'm not sure where Nick Wayne and Kip Sabian are.
Throw the popcorn at him. Oh, goodness. Slid him into the wall head first. There's Nick Wayne. Hook is so powerful. Look, he's beating up everybody. He beat up Christian, he beat up Nick Wayne, and he beat up Kip Sabian and just left. Wow. Dude, the Tony Khan power fantasy is so strong with this episode already. Yeah, the smallest guy should beat up everybody in the room and get away with it. Ay, ay, ay. Good job, Hook. You did the impossible. I'm proud of you. They've made Christian look like such a clown for the last like month and a half, man. I love Christian. I can't believe this. For what, by the way? Claudio versus Ospreay next, right after that match? Dude, I would have saved this for the... Well, I guess no, I wouldn't, because... Yeah. Yeah, you definitely want to have this on when there's still a lot of your audience watching. Here we go. Elevated. Whoa, so elevated. He's got one of the best theme songs in the game right now. Yeah, I like that promo. Wow. His new outfit is not my favorite, though. His new outfit is it's kind of a tragedy, bruv. I don't know what that's supposed to be.
Welcome, Robert Stone, 68.
Oh my goodness. Robert Stone, thank you for the bits, man. Ospreay, Ospreay. Why are they always talking through his entrance? Yo, Robert Stone with the bits. Look at this 40 bits. Yo, Robert Stone, the first 2 cheers of the night thus far. Thank you very much for getting us started, Robert. Thank you for joining us too, man. Thank you for being here. Welcome, welcome.
Is 1/3 of the AEW World Trios Champions, Claudio Castagnoli.
You're looking at a 23-year veteran who has gone through.
Why are they always talking through his entrance, man? Ospreay's one of the few people who gets like a legitimate chant out of the crowd. Like let that be star power, man. Let people want to come see the show. Why would you want to come to the show and like chant for Ospreay if you know that Excalibur is going to be just rattling off a bunch of stats and stuff while you're chanting? Let that be like a star moment, you know?
Came out of the gate strong with a victory over the early favorite Ricochet, and then following up with another 3 points against Big Bad Brody King, and he is set to rival Fletcher if he can pick up the victory.
Here we go. Did we hit 20 likes yet? We can do a prediction on this match. Dang, Ospreay wanted to win this quickly. We're almost to 20, guys. When we hit 20 likes, I'll start putting the predictions in the chat. And you guys can vote for who you think is going to win, and we'll see who's right and who's not so right. Robert Stone. 10 streak for Jay Montez. Ooh, 10 in a row. I see you, man. Good stuff. Hook needs some help. Yeah, I could see Samoa Joe coming back to help Hook. Luckily, the crowd can't hear it.
Didn't have both legs collected, allowed Castagnoli to kick out. Now Castagnoli thinking neutralizer.
Man, this is about to be a heck of a match right here, I think. Around the corner kick from Ospreay.
With that kick, both men going down, both men with their eyes on Worlds End. Coming up later this month, live from the Edition Financial
Ospreay's face down like he's just wrestled a 20-minute match already.
Join us on Triller TV. On pay-per-view, scan that QR code at the bottom of your screen for Saturday.
That's interesting.
December 28th, Worlds End.
Radio, thank you, man. Radio's over here in stereo.
Of the 2024 Continental Classic.
Guys, I want to tell you, it takes an athlete the size and ability of Claudio to be able to fend off that opening assault from Will Ospreay.
Yeah, that's a funny tag for him.
So no feeling out process here.
And Nigel, you brought up the fact
that Kyle Fletcher scored a pinfall victory over Will Ospreay at Full Gear last month, and in doing so, damaged the neck of Will Ospreay. Ospreay came into his first tournament match with Juice Robinson 10 days ago with that neck, that left arm heavily taped up. That tape nowhere to be seen, but you know those types of injuries like to linger.
They certainly do, but be that as it may, the tape not there now, so whether that...
Claudio so strong, just tossing Ospreay into the turnbuckle.
When he's in there with a man as erudite and educated.
Oh, now we're on the outside. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Claudio moving the steel steps. He's got a plan. If I were Ospreay, I'd be trying to get control of this match real quick. Still cracking that arm. Smart stuff from Ospreay right there. He kicked the steps into Claudio's legs. Ospreay caught in midair and slammed on the barricade, face first.
Driving Will Ospreay face first in that barricade.
Claudio breaks the count. He wants to keep this outside the ring. That's pretty smart, actually.
It really has gone from strength to strength, and who can forget?
Seeing some good cerebral moments here in this match thus far. Both wrestler knows what they're up against here. It looks like. Oh no, not swinging him into not the tip of the step. No. Oh, okay. Okay. He swung him into the side of the steps. I thought he was going to swing him right into the corner. That could have been bad.
Just to put a cap on it, right now Kyle Fletcher is the single hottest wrestler in AEW.
Looks like he could be a bully in a 90s comedy. He does. Or just a character in the game Bully.
Wait a minute, Fletch lights. Did you just make that up?
Kyle Fletcher is also one victory away.
Oh my goodness. Fletcher is tied up inside the steel steps with his arm on the outside, and Claudio's about to stomp on his hand. Oh no. Oh, he did it.
Welcome, Yankees up 1.
Oh no.
You break a finger or two, there's no way you can complete a submission.
Thank goodness he moved.
Jeez, man, I've not seen that before.
I'm having flashbacks to Arthur Ashe Stadium.
Ay, slap chop.
To the chest, Castagnoli sending Fletcher to the apron.
Fletcher?
Fletcher now looking for a springboard once again.
Why is he calling him Fletcher? What's wrong with Excalibur? Dude, is Excalibur glitched? He's calling Ospreay Fletcher. Called him Fletcher multiple times. Oh, there's blood.
There's another example of a dream match that the Continental Classic is.
Fletcher is Fletcher. Yeah, he made me recheck my whole entire layout real quick. I'm like, wait, what? Fletcher? I'm telling you, this Excalibur dude he's losing it, man. He's losing it. When Shivani is like the voice of reason on commentary, now you know you're losing it.
You can see here bracing on the left leg to try to take some of the weight off of his lower back. To stay in that squatting position can be very difficult. Oh! Putting pressure on Castagnoli's back as well.
I hope that gets him heat, and I hope somebody tries to I hope somebody grabs Excalibur by the tie and throws him somewhere tonight. I hope right after this match, Will Ospreay gets out of the ring and is like, I heard you call me Fletcher, bruv. And he's like, he grabs him by his tie and starts choking him with it.
As Ospreay making the reach for the ropes, Castagnoli counters and transitions over into the crossface.
Claudio's so smooth, guys. Everything he does offensively.
He's keeping all of his body weight across the back of his opponent, making it difficult for Ospreay to not only move but also breathe.
Crossface right now. Ouch.
And you see Ospreay trying to fight out of it, that grip strength of Claudio Castagnoli, almost unparalleled in the AEW locker room, Nigel.
Yeah, no question about it. Preeminent strength there, preternatural almost.
Elevated.
Up there by Ospreay, forcing Castagnoli to
Actually gonna have one of these propels right now.
Look at this from his back, trying to maneuver Will Ospreay into a sharpshooter, and he does successfully.
Welcome, NM3 Roll 3Z.
of the offense of Claudio.
A true student of the game, Claudio Castagnoli, I'm sure, would have got that from legendary superstar Bret the Hitman Hart. Sitting down deep now.
Castagnoli.
Yeah. I got a lemon blackberry one. Yeah. Lemon blackberry. Let's do it.
They are into this, man.
Anime, what's up, man?
This tournament has been something else.
Barely halfway gone as well. Still hanging in the balance. The final decision.
Ah, so good.
Castagnoli. He's content just to sit here to force Ospreay to work, to expend energy, to escape.
Castagnoli is just cracking the legs. Looking like it's a all-you-can-eat crab buffet.
Can Claudio Castagnoli continue his climb to the top of the table in the 2024 Continental Classic Gold League, or will Ospreay?
He had to check his sheet again. You heard that? Or will Ospreay? He had to check his paper again, make sure he's not looking at Fletcher still. I love that upside down kick that Ospreay does here. Will Claudio be able to take down the Will Ospreay?
Will Ospreay, as we saw for much of that picture-in-picture break, Tony, was in the grips of Castagnoli and that
I'm not going to be revealing my secrets, Yankees.
I think the story of this match so far is that Claudio's been able to come back from that initial onslaught by Will Ospreay.
Ospreay was looking for a suplex. Castagnoli making it difficult, understandably so. And just a reminder,
just know you're in the right spot right now. You're getting the most comprehensive and complete coverage of Dynamite. Even during commercials, you're getting me
I'm hungry.
covering what they're up to.
victory. Each match is important, but as the tournament progresses, they become more.
Nice stuff. Dang, Ospreay's leaping out of the gym right now.
Castagnoli able to kick out.
See that nice sky twister he did? Very beautiful.
So we've already seen one time limit draw in this match. Daniel Garcia,
Yeah, let's put a prediction on this right now. We hit 20. Let's do it. 20 likes. Thank you guys so much for hooking up the likes.
No. Ospreay finds his feet. The Majigatame almost locked in. The flying octopus hold. It's cinched in. I'm not sure Ospreay has all of Castagnoli's head, but he's got enough.
Yeah, Castagnoli right now fighting it off with the grip on his left hand, pulling down on the leg.
And Nigel, that's thanks in large part to the range, the reach of Claudio Castagnoli.
It's the height I was about to say, 6'5". Ooh, there, just a vicious spin out from the wrist lock.
All right, there's a prediction that is open.
6'5", 200
in the House of the Rising Sun. We'll find out who you think will win this match. Will it be Claudio or Kyle Fletcher? I'm just kidding. I know it's not Fletcher. Somebody's got to know it's not Fletcher. It's definitely not Excalibur.
In all of professional wrestling, but Will Ospreay, the same could be said about him, but Castagnoli continuing to punish Ospreay in the ropes.
I think it speaks to how Ospreay started this match out quickly and perhaps caught Castagnoli.
All right, predictions are open on YouTube and on Twitch simultaneously, guys. Get your prediction in now if you'd like for it to count. Who do you got?
A bit stunned by that now, finds his footing on the ropes. Ospreay.
Castagnoli's waiting.
Through that top sky twister press.
Nice landing. Dang, Claudio just took his head off from missing the flip. Ooh, that looked like 3 to me. Looked like 3 to me, ref. Ref gave Ospreay a little extra time there to kick out of that.
Popularized by many great superstars, Dory Funk Jr. certainly in the States, but right now just toying with Ospreay.
And Nigel, every time Claudio lands one of those on Will Ospreay, it's like a whiplash effect on that damaged neck of Ospreay.
Yeah, his body shakes.
Claudio's playing with his food now. Don't play with your food, Claudio.
Big mistake, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's the skeleton ref.
Back into this match. If you're Claudio Castagnoli.
Bone meal.
Doesn't make many of them, Excalibur, but that was, I thought.
That could be the confidence.
Looks like a Lost Addams Family character or something. Like he would be their mailman or something.
Ospreay to get back up where he feels like he has the advantage with the strikes.
Yeah, jarring Ospreay, 3 consecutive uppercuts there. As Castagnoli hits the ropes, Ospreay ducks underneath.
Os cutter, dang. He leapt all the way past the center of the ring with the Os cutter.
The hand, the arm.
But look at this,
Claudio rolls out like an Autobot. Claudio, transform and roll out.
Pinning range from Will Ospreay.
Whatever energy
He rolled out. He did not want to
Castagnoli
catch that
had left in his
pin.
body, he used it to roll to the outside. Force 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 seconds respite.
And forcing Will Ospreay to expend some energy on the outside, but now Ospreay primed for that hidden blade, charging in. Claudio.
Pop up uppercut.
Next, Ospreay goes down.
Look at that, man. Surface to air defense system by Claudio.
Claudio not stopping, though.
Castagnoli wisely
Wing.
to apply more pressure.
Flipping clothesline.
Claudio Castagnoli, 2
Flipped Ospreay with the clothesline. Ran through him.
Doing the right thing, not taking
It's
his foot off
time.
the gas.
Gotch. No. Ospreay. You've seen this before. Got the win. Got the pin. Wow. He beat Claudio. I was saying, I don't think they're giving Will another loss for a while, man. So elevated. Will Ospreay wins. And you know Claudio's going to jump him for that. Yep.
From a potential
Yep. Jumped him.
points to lead
Hit him with the neutralizer and everything.
But he's made a statement.
And Castagnoli, of course.
Oh, there may be more.
Wait a second. Darby Allin, who will face Will Ospreay in 1 week's time. He doesn't care.
Claudio's like, I'm out of here. Claudio saw him coming. He's like, all right, whatever. It's fine. I'll just leave. Yep, Claudio's like, see you, Darby. I'm not dealing with that tonight. I'm good. Darby. Darby saved Ospreay.
Will Ospreay, Darby Allin, one-on-one Continental Classic Gold League action with 3 crucial
Oh, and they just happen to be fighting each other next week.
right here on TBS.
Oh my goodness, dude.
That time from Darby looks back. And Will Ospreay, man, can't wait for that match next week.
They just can't stop doing this stuff, can they? It's like they're booking inside of a box and they're redoing the same stuff over and over and over again. That's exactly what happened with Darby, remember? Remember, Darby had just lost that match against Brody King, and Claudio was about to beat up Darby, but Brody was there, and it just so happens that Brody is gonna fight Claudio next week. Like, they keep doing the same angle over and over. They're just changing like who's doing it. It's the same exact stuff.
Ricochet, you are 1-1 in the Continental Classic. It was an
Like,
incredible
once is
win last
cool,
week
but
over
twice
Commander
is
on
just you
Rampage.
showing
But
you're
tonight,
like
you're
lacking
taking on
in
Brody King, who's
creativity.
also 1-1 in this
It's
tournament.
Ricochet.
How do you prepare for an opponent like Brody?
Well, Renee, you see, this is why I came to AEW. This scenario right here is why I came to AEW, for the competition. And nothing brings that out quite like the Continental Classic. And tonight your boy got Brody King for the first
Yeah, it was a good
time
win
ever.
for Ospreay for sure.
You know, he big, he bad, he's scary. He's honestly one of the toughest guys in this whole tournament. But you know one thing he not? He not Ricochet. And although Brody and I, we might be 1-1 right now, but tonight,
He's got the MVP card.
it's me who hold all the cards.
He's so annoying, dude.
Ricochet, Brody King still to come tonight. Continental Classic Gold League.
What an
action.
annoyance.
Now,
I'm equally as annoyed by him as I am by his suit tonight.
know exactly
It's
what
MJF.
And everybody here in the arena does as well.
we have not seen this man in the flesh for some time now, but it seems like MJF
It's Majeff.
is here live tonight.
Wearing a nice red shirt. He must have seen my outfit. Must have seen my red shirt. I inspired MJF. Yeah, I don't know, Legato. I don't know what that suit is. I feel like if you have one checkered type of pattern going on, you shouldn't have another like more organic type of pattern going on. You should have just like flat patterns. And vice versa. If you have a like very organic looking tie, you should probably just have like a very plain and regal looking jacket and shirt with it. Mixing patterns of checkerboards and organic, it just looks so out there. And then the color scheme wasn't even matching either. Definitely not the finest suit that I've seen on him. He's gonna have to step that up if he wants to start hanging out with the Hurt Business or Hurt Syndicate. Hurt Syndicate's gonna tell you something, Ricochet. Who's from Long Island? Not Ricochet. I'm talking about Ricochet's outfit, not MJF. MJF's got some pretty good looking suits. Plus, I've seen Ricochet actually dressing very nice, but just tonight is not one of those times. Winter is coming. I like this. Are they doing this twice? I think they're doing Winter is Coming twice, right? Are they doing it next week as well? Or am I just thinking about the Rampage and Collision? Is there 2 weeks of Winter is Coming or just this week? Maybe you guys can let me know. I don't know. Rampage and Collision are both Winter is Coming versions, yeah. But, like, is it 2 weeks or just that? Just this week. Let's do the closing of the prediction. Nobody thought Claudio would win. Dang, wow. They didn't throw you guys off at all. Na 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 na. Rampage and Collision only, says Michael. Okay, thank you, Michael. Back to it. Are they gonna save Mina for the main event? Maybe that'll be the return of Tony Storm. I'm thinking that they need something to live up to the Winter is Coming hype. Normally, Winter is Coming is a pretty eventful situation. AEW Dynamite, raw, 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 raw. The new wave, eh?
Holding court for who he would defend the Ring of Honor World Championship against at Final Battle, December 20th, the Hammerstein Ballroom. It was Matt Cardona, always ready, who threw his name into the ring, but it was a learning tree that left Cardona laying.
Dang, I don't have him.
The challenger to the Ring of Honor World Title at Final Battle, Matt Cardona.
Matt Cardona's in the house. There he is. He is on the show. Nice.
Matt, you got such an incredible reaction when you showed up here in AEW.
Always gritty.
You say that you're always ready, but given what we
He
just
got
saw,
purged
do
in
you
the
feel like
great
you are
hard
ready
drive
for Chris
deletion.
It is great to be back in AEW. I belong here. And everybody was shocked when I showed up. You know who wasn't shocked? Me. I've been saying it for years. I am always ready. Even says so on the t-shirt. For the past 5 years, I've been busting my ass to reinvent myself. Indie God, Deathmatch King, and a final battle, the biggest opportunity of my career versus Chris Jericho. At the Rampage, Jericho and Brian Keith, they laid me out. They sent me a message, and I'm glad they did, because now I know what I'm in store for in New York City. But I'm not going to wait around. So how about this, Brian Keith? This Friday, Rampage, you and I, one-on-one. I say I'm always ready, and I am. But are you? And Chris, you better be watching to get a little taste of what's in store for Final Battle.
We know we got Chris Jericho
Oh.
Cardona Final Battle, but it sounds like the bad apple. And Cardona this Friday night for Rampage, 10 9 Central on TNT.
I'm all about that.
This match is one wall, 8-minute time limit, and the winner will face MJF.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this match. I was like, man, I know I'm forgetting something. This is the match I was forgetting. Baby. I knew I was forgetting something when I was running down the matches. Yeah, whoever wins this faces MJF at Worlds End for the ring. May have to catch Rampage this week. Matt Qdoba. Yep, Cardona, always gritty.
For either Cole or O'Reilly.
And Nigel, as we saw,
Bam, 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 bam.
with that Dynamite Diamond ring in tow, it's been a number of months since we've seen him in the flesh. You know he's going to be watching this match closely.
Here we go. You guys ready? Nice. Always gritty. We'll definitely be live for SmackDown. SmackDown's the go-home show before Saturday night's main event, which is shaping up to be almost a pay-per-view in itself. Pay-per-view-esque. Rampage comes on right after SmackDown, so
It's like you said a couple weeks ago, this guy's playing us.
might be worth tuning in.
Fighting each other when this Melvin's not even here.
David, relax, dude. The match is happening, Kyle. I know you're going to go fight out there, but look, just remember we're still family at the end of the day, all right?
Yeah. You should have thought about that before letting one of our brothers get hurt.
Oh.
It's clear O'Reilly still blaming Adam Cole, the Undisputed Kingdom, for what happened.
That would be awesome, Bacon. That's what I'm thinking about.
On the arm by MJF.
Making his way to the ring from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. Weighing 206 pounds, Kyle O'Reilly.
Here he is. Kyle O'Reilly.
Look at, and you know, the whole time that was playing, and even playing on the big screen here.
It's Kyle O'Reilly. Kyle O'Reilly is here. It's Kyle O'Reilly.
Adam Cole's not convincing anyone. Wasn't long ago that Adam Cole revealed who he was.
He's got such a nondescript theme song. It just sounds like it's wrestling theme number 14 or something like that. There's like no personality to it at all. All right, let's get a prediction in here.
If MJF opened up his heart to Adam Cole, it was a black heart, and you know that as well as anybody else.
Okay, for Ebenezer Scrooge.
Who will win?
With control of the wrist of Kyle O'Reilly. Drop to
It's time.
O'Reilly transitions over lifetime. These two men have met on 16
Dun,
occasions.
dun, 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 dun.
Holding a very narrow 8-7-1 advantage over Adam Cole. But prior to that, they were a tag team that, engaged in some of the biggest battles in tag team wrestling nearly 15 years ago. I'm talking about their classics with the Young Bucks from coast to coast, from Los Angeles.
Oh my God.
To New York City. Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly united as Future Shock were, they were a tag team with the,
Nice to meet you. Him Panda Brito.
What is wrong with Excalibur tonight, man? He sounds like a glitching robot or something. You hear him? He seems like he's very worked up about something or thrown off. I don't know what it is. You hear him? He sounds like they need to update his firmware or something.
So just a snippet right there of how familiar they are with each other.
and that's right, it goes beyond sharing the ring as tag team partners or as adversaries. These are two men who traveled together, who took those long overnight drives together.
All right, predictions are open on YouTube and predictions are open on Twitch, guys. Get your prediction in now if you'd like for them to count. Don't miss out. Make him want to play the air guitar, yeah. It's one thing I can't stand about today's wrestling. Samey entrance themes. There's good themes, but you could tell that the people making the themes are on a deadline. You could tell a lot of the people putting these themes together are just contracted to make said theme, and maybe not a lot of these athletes really have a a concerted effort behind their gimmick or their look or something like that. The way that they feel as a performer. So maybe the people making the themes don't have a whole lot to go by. Like, make a theme about a guy. Make a theme that sounds like a guy who fights. And they're like, again? Yeah, again. Make a theme about a wrestler. Make a theme that sounds like a wrestler who fights people and he really likes to win matches. You know? I think a lot of that stems from having a lot of samey wrestlers in the first place. A lot of wrestlers with very little personality and very little that sets them apart in the grand scheme of things. How do you make a unique piece of art about somebody who's not that unique? I'd say it starts at the bottom. It starts with the star themselves. If you're a vibrant star with a whole lot of gimmick to you, a whole lot of personality, I'm sure you can inspire somebody who's a musician to make a good piece of music about you. But when you're just a guy who fights, what are they supposed to do about that? So I see it from the musician's point of view, plus they're just under contract to just make music in the first place. So the whole inspired to do it thing kind of goes further out the window when you're just getting paid to do the same thing. So, like, I understand what you're saying. A lot of themes today sound samey, but I think there's just so many stars that don't have a whole lot to run with. So it comes down to both entities being in like a back against the wall situation where, like, one doesn't have enough personality to really make anything out of, and one doesn't really care enough to really do something with it. And they're both making very, very good money to just do whatever, so it would be nice. Dude, I think if I was running a wrestling company, the first guy I would have called up would be Jim Johnston. Because I feel like his music was such a character throughout everything. His music was as much a character as the rest of the entrance, and it just bled into the character themselves, and then, I don't know, man. Jim Johnston would have been one of the first people I would have called up if I was starting a wrestling company. Because that guy really cared about it.
Cole transitioning to his feet.
All right, the prediction is closed. Looks like Adam Cole might be winning the prediction. Oh, it's 50-50 on YouTube. Oh, you're not going to be in the vote? Tough? Uh-oh. Exactly, Bacon. That's why I would have called him up. I would have wanted iconic music to help people get into my superstars while I'm building their personalities, while I'm building their career. I'd want iconic music to match them. And I probably could save a lot of money that way instead of just buying licensed music and stuff. Buying, like, actual licensed hits from big bands. He's 72 years old. You're pretty sure he'd want to enjoy his retirement. How hard is it to sit there and make a song, dude? People act like once you're like 70, you can't sit down and just do what you've been doing your whole life for a lot of money. He's 72, too old to sit there and play a keyboard for a little bit. Especially now with all the programs that do a lot of the work for you. I don't think it'd be too much work for him.
O'Reilly, he likes that.
How old is John Williams, the guy who composed Star Wars?
Missed it with precision there.
The boom avoided by O'Reilly. The fake one second.
That's the guy's name, John Williams?
Midsection, axe kick, elbow strike. Cole coming back. The boom.
He hit him with the boom. He hit Kyle with the boom already.
Yeah, didn't connect fully. And an awkward landing for Cole as well, who's endured plenty of punishment in the matches now. Turner begins the count.
And remember, this is all about a shot at MJF at Worlds End, December 28th, live on pay-per-view. It's a match that Cole...
He's 92? Oh, well.
It's a match that MJF has been successfully able to dodge.
So, as I was saying, I don't think 72 is too old to get paid to put a couple of songs together for, like, the top stars of the company.
O'Reilly with the upper hand, courtesy of the lariat.
Head of esteem for that lariat off the middle ropes.
Yeah, but you could say that about CM Punk as well, Ringmaster. Look at what happened there. This is the company that got CM Punk back into wrestling after all that. Say that there'd be a good possibility that no matter how sour the taste is from WWE, a different company might be able to change your mind. Look at Martha Hart and stuff, you know?
To Worlds End to challenge MJF for the
What the heck, Jonathan?
On December 28th, I'll say this, if it's Adam Cole, and I think Kyle O'Reilly may regret not holding to the ankle lock longer. Trying to damage the leg and the ankle while he had the chance.
Wonder if anybody tried to tap Jim Johnston for a theme song. That's what I would have asked Tony Khan for. I wouldn't have asked Tony Khan for any sort of like movie theme song or something from a soundtrack or from a famous band. I'd be like, hey man, can we call up Jim Johnston and get my theme song made by him?
Might be thinking Panama Sunrise here.
Panama Sunrise. He hit Kyle with it.
O'Reilly driven down on that surgically repaired neck. Adam Cole drops the knee pad and Cole accelerates. O'Reilly picks the ankle.
Kyle got his leg.
Gotta drop, get the legs looked around it.
Exactly, WB. That's what I'm saying. It's like never say never in wrestling, man.
Cole making that desperate crawl to the ropes to force the break.
Look at this. O'Reilly electing to stand. And that gave Cole the opportunity
Nice flip.
to reverse.
See Kyle O'Reilly flip to the outside like that?
It was the momentum of the break that carried O'Reilly to the outside, but now O'Reilly sweeps out the leg, drags Cole out of the ring.
Inside the ring.
O'Reilly with his former friend in brainbuster position, but Cole counters out with the knee and the thrust. On target.
O'Reilly went down hard.
Yeah, well, it was a combination of the extension of the leg and O'Reilly running towards him that time.
Boot to the side of the jaw, perhaps the cranium. Either way, O'Reilly is out on his feet.
O'Reilly in trouble here as referee Paul Turner.
Kyle O'Reilly just collapsed face first on the mat.
Kyle O'Reilly clearly dazed.
Gotta make sure that O'Reilly can adequately, intelligently defend himself.
It's actually a pretty interesting story right here because Adam Cole wants a piece of MJF, so how much is he going to beat up his friend here? But same thing for... Oh. MJF catches a super kick. Or a super thigh slap. Nope. O'Reilly said, "You better not slap that thigh. Give me that leg." Not another roll-up victory. They did it again on the same show. Oh my goodness. Another roll-up victory on the same show. You see what I'm talking about? There's like this booking box that they live in where it's like they're not even looking at the show from start to finish to check the continuity. You did the same finish already on the show. You did it again. Okay.
There will be nowhere for MJF to run as Adam Cole, MJF is now
It's all about the roll-ups. Group roll-ups, baby. You know it's all about the roll-ups.
Not the outcome MJF wanted.
Yeah.
Might be able to proverbially say he's going to have coal in his stocking this Christmas.
MJF doesn't celebrate Christmas.
See more roll-ups tonight than I saw on Monday Night Raw. It's where the best roll-up. Forget about where the best wrestle. It's where the best roll-up. Jim Johnston said something about Def Rebel, and it upset Mikey Ruckus. Why would he be upset? 75% of people on YouTube thought Adam Cole would win that match, and you were 100% correct. Let's see what Twitch thought. Dang, man. 100% of Twitch thought Adam Cole would win as well. Check off roll up. We have to check it off twice because that's the second time the roll up has been the outcome tonight.
Jon Moxley defends his AEW World Championship against Hangman Adam Page, Orange Cassidy, and Jay White. And Orange Cassidy got a huge assist from FTR this past Saturday on Collision.
I think Jay White is a mole in this situation here. I think Jay White is actually down with the Death Riders.
Fight for the Fallen, one of the most important shows, one of the most meaningful shows that we'll ever be a part of. Hurricane Helene hit Asheville, it hit the western North Carolina area, and it washed away cities, it washed away towns, it washed away communities. And now, with the help of you, with the help of AEW, with the help of Fight for the Fallen, we get to help build Asheville back up from the ground up, because nothing is going to stop.
Oh, he's friends with them. Okay.
Hell or high water.
And you know, January 1st might go down as the biggest night in AEW television history, because for the first time ever, Dynamite will be simulcasted from TBS and streaming on Max. For the first time ever, AEW comes to Asheville, North Carolina, and for the first time in 5 years, we're bringing pro wrestling back to our city. And a big event needs a big match. So what I suggest is FTR shows up January 1st. We put our names in the hat for that big match. But before we get there, we had a little miscommunication last week. And that was with you, Death Riders. Look, I ain't got a problem with you. Cash ain't got a problem with you. But if it's reversed and you got a problem with FTR, this Saturday night on Collision, we'll be in the middle of the ring. Mox, Claudio, Yuta, Pac, show up. Have a conversation with us. We'll see you there. Top guys. Out.
I know where that's going. FTR looks like they're out. Looks like they're outmatched. They just called out the whole entire Death Rider squad. They look outmatched, and then the Outrunners are gonna come out, and it's gonna be 4-on-4. Like, just say that, man. Just say that. You know, just have it during the promo right now and just tell us that. Tell us it's going to be that. Don't save it as a surprise and make it like a non-surprise, because that's exactly what that is. Going to go into a Lion's Den out class 2-1. But I just happen to be hanging out with two other guys who would even the score, and I am hanging out with them on a weekly basis and not doing anything but that. What's going to happen? Just say that. Just say, hey, Death Riders, I don't know if you have a problem with us, but if you do, you know, we're not scared. And there's a reason for that. And then have the Outrunners come in and be like, yeah, that's right. You know, and then just tell us that that's happening on Collision. It's not a good surprise. Just tell us. At least let people look forward to it in a way that it's already on the fight card. And people could be like, dang, man, what's going to happen? And they can fantasy book instead of just knowing what the surprise is and it just getting a resounding cricket reception from the crowd on Saturday. Although they'll cheer for Outrunners. They'll still be the cheers, but it's going to be the same cheers they would have got if they just would have announced it and they just came out. You know what I'm saying? It's like, for a long time in WWE, whenever there would be like a mystery partner, it was always somebody you just saw on the show anyway. That just it sucks the air out of the room when you're expecting a surprise and it's just like, oh, by the way, it was Drew McIntyre again. Oh, by the way, it was Akira Tozawa. It's like I have nothing. I have nothing against Drew McIntyre or Akira Tozawa or whoever you want your mystery partners to be, but don't make it somebody we see all the time. Because you're over promising and under delivering at that point. You're telling us to look out for a surprise, and then the surprise is somebody we see every day. It's like if I serve you the same grilled cheese sandwich every day, and I'm like, oh, but wait, on Thursday I got something special for you, and then on Thursday it's another grilled cheese sandwich. It's like, oh, cool, thanks. I like grilled cheese, but why'd you even try to hype me up on that? Why don't you just let me expect what I'm getting, man? You don't want to disappoint your crowd, man. And not that they'll be disappointed with the Outrunners, but you could just say it up front and not leave that like door open. Christopher knows what I'm talking about. You said MJF doesn't celebrate Christmas. How do you know that? Maybe he does. I've seen people double dip. I've seen people triple dip, actually. I've seen people talking about Hanukkah, Christmas, and Kwanzaa and stuff. Especially when you get a day off for it or something. I've seen people... You ever seen anybody deny a day off? Oh, gosh. Here it is. It's Chris Jericho.
Today I was on the Staten Island ferry going from Washington Heights to the Meatpacking District, and I heard about Matt Cardona's challenge to Brian Keith. Matt, apparently you're not happy that we left you laying like a discarded Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle action figure.
Hey!
Also from New York, last week on Rampage. And you want to challenge Brian Keith? Huh? You want to try and send a message to the king of the Big Apple by taking a bite out of the bad apple? I'm going to take a bite out of you, dumbass! I guess that's official.
Hey, he said a swear word. That's funny.
On Rampage with Chris Jericho on commentary. But wait, there's more.
Did Okada write that line for you, Brian Keith?
Watch ROH.com. It's going to be you and me, Cardona, for a contract signing, making our match at Final Battle for the Ring of Honor World Championship official. See? You're getting everything you ever wanted. But be careful what you wish for, Matt, because as Mayor Bloomberg said, New York City is a place where potential is realized and where dreams are made. But there's a big difference between dreams and delusion. And you're quite delusional, Matt, if you think you're going to walk out of the Hammerstein Ballroom and Final Battle as the new Ring of Honor World Champion. Ain't going to happen, because you're not ready for Chris Jericho, you're not ready for the Nueve, and you're not ready for Brian Keith.
You made a mistake, Cardona. You put your crummy hands on the King of New York, and I'm here to make sure you pay the damn price.
It's a learning tree lesson from us to you, Matt.
He said another swear word. That's funny, guys.
And that's been another New York Minute.
He said a bad word, guys. Ooh. I can't wait to go to school tomorrow and tell all my friends that he said a bad word.
There we have the table. Will Ospreay, Claudio, Castagnoli deadlock at 6 points each. Ricochet or Brody King with a chance to join them later on tonight. And then
The Continental Classic. Kyle Fletcher with 9 points, man. He beat Okada. Jeez, man. Big Bill must be on a honeymoon. Oh, did he marry Diamond Dallas Page's like daughter-in-law or whatever?
How many people in AEW have pinned Katsuchika Okada, the Continental Champion?
Yep. Kyle Fletcher pinned Okada, man. So he's confirmed better than Daniel Garcia at this point.
I need this W. I need this win.
Cutthroat driver. Mark Briscoe is on the board. What a fight. It's Darby Allin, Commander. Each man trying to get their first points. Oh, no. Holy smokes. These men are fighting to get the word.
Yeah, that spot from Darby where he jumped through the steel chair on the outside. Goodness gracious. He got married. Oh, okay. I didn't hear about that. Where'd you guys hear that? You follow him on Twitter or something?
This Saturday, immediately following NBA action on TBS.
1 week from tonight.
Will Ospreay, Darby Allin, one-on-one with 3 points on the line, and earlier today, Tony Schiavone spoke.
Look, they got the match looking like it's wrapped up in a present. I like that. Their graphics are so good.
Heard from you since full
Oh,
gear in
Instagram.
that
Okay.
spectacular car crash, and my question is, do you think the efforts to topple Jon Moxley and the Death Riders have failed, and if so, is the quest over?
The quest is never over, Tony. You know, when I think of Jon Moxley and the Death Riders and what they're doing in this place is they're slowly chipping away at everything that makes AEW AEW. I saw them put Bryan Danielson's neck in a chair at Wrestle Dream and essentially end his career. And when I think of that, I think of a guy like Bryan that was the backbone of this place. And I get why the young guys here don't want to get involved. Because for many, this is the first time that they've ever made a living off of pro wrestling.
Right.
But the problem is, if they don't do anything about it, it's going to keep happening. People think I'm a little reckless, a little impulsive.
He busted his own lip.
Doesn't bother me, Tony. The blood, the violence doesn't bother me. What bothers me is if nobody does anything about
Got blood in a promo.
And all this is going on, Darby, during the
Or in a sit-down interview.
which is without a doubt the most important time of the year for this company.
You know, when I think of the Continental Classic, I think it's everything that's right with AEW. People going out there and putting everything on the line. Why? For the love of the game, the love of AEW. I need to win this tournament because I feel like it represents AEW. I think it represents the passion of AEW. And I'm not stupid. There's going to be collateral damage along the way. You know, he thinks everything is so wrong and AEW needs to be saved. But he fails to remember that this is the company that gave his career a second shot. This is the company that let Sting go on his own terms. This is the company that took a chance on me. See, he keeps telling himself all these lies again and again and again. But nothing fools you better
Than yourself.
than the lies you tell yourself, John.
Dang, uh-oh. Yeah, Darby's getting way better on the mic, man. He's so confident. I love it. It's so awesome to see his progression. He went from, like, probably the worst on the mic out of all the, like, pillar-type wrestlers to the best. I think he's the best besides MJF. He's eclipsed Sammy Guevara by leaps and bounds. He's eclipsed Jungle Jack. Absolutely come along, man. He's had one of the better progressions as a wrestler in AEW. I mean, it's no secret that they don't really have that much of a developmental squad here. But whatever he's been doing is working, man. Ricochet gets no reaction at all. Oh, God. Yo, they're not even batting an eye at Ricochet. Look at this, man. He can hear the crickets outside right now. Holy moly, Ricochet. It's Richard O'Shea, guys. I'm telling you, man. There's certain people who just have like a wrestling destiny, and he's one of them. He's got to quit trying to be a single star, man. He needs a manager and he needs a story. You're never gonna get over in this company just being a flippy guy, man. And I don't think I have to tell you guys why. Look, Brody King got more cheered than Ricochet.
Was robbed of 3 additional points in the Continental Classic by Claudio Castagnoli, but he can't afford to look back. He has to keep trudging, keep marching forward.
Yeah, this is a cool matchup. Yeah, Christopher, as time goes on, I do believe that I don't think that Vince McMahon is right about everything, and I don't think he's a very good person or anything like that, but I do see that there are some calls that he made probably on intuition or probably based off of like a little checklist he has in his head about people who just don't check the right boxes, and he just let them go or didn't use them very well. But we're seeing history repeat itself, even on a brand that's supposed to put those type of people over. You said Brody better smash this fool. I mean, he did beat Darby Allin, so he probably should be beating Ricochet, but I don't know, man. He's gonna give Ricochet another loss. Who wins?
Why he came here to AEW, where the best wrestle in the Continental Classic, the very best, as you said before, Excalibur. No easy matches, and wow, that is certainly the
Richard O'Shea
Ricochet. But we did see a card in his hand earlier. He said,
or Brody.
All the cards, and I'm sure you guys could read that card as well as me.
Yeah, that was MVP's card.
What is Ricochet's real name? I always forget.
MVP, he's been very open about how he is building something here in AEW, of course, with Shelton Benjamin, with Bobby Lashley. And he said, MVP, in the press, that he is open to adding a fourth to the Hurt Syndicate. But right now, T. Harris by Ricochet.
Have we not seen the Hurt Syndicate at all tonight?
But Brody, the Bandera sends Ricochet up and over the top. Shoulder to the midsection by Ricochet.
By Ricochet. All right, predictions are open on YouTube, and predictions are open on Twitch. Let's go, man. I don't believe he's good either. Yeah. I'm not like idolizing Vince McMahon. It's just, dude, after you've created so many stars and after you've like come across so many different personalities and stuff, you probably get a feel for who's gonna make it and who's not. You know, not always. Obviously, he messed up a couple times, but it's like when you see people exit the company and then they get another chance in a company that values a whole different thing, and they end up at the exact same part of the fight card doing almost the exact same thing. It's like, wow, maybe he was right. Trevor, man, that's his name. Yeah. There you go. Hydro. That's water. Hydro. Trevor, that's his name. Yeah, Vince liked his big men, but there's something to be said about that, because even as a casual viewer or just as somebody just tuning into wrestling, if you see somebody who's physically impressive, it already gives you a reaction, you know? You already have a one-up because you have people who look super impressive. The crowd, the people tuning in can see, oh my God, who's this guy? So you're already kind of winning because you don't see that every day. So you already have something pretty outlandish and spectacular for the people to look at. So then from there you can create character that gets people into certain wrestlers and stuff. So I feel like the Vince McMahon way of looking at stuff is more conducive to wrestling than the way Tony looks at it, because Tony's just looking for like good wrestlers. The problem is, as a viewer, you have to want to see something spectacular in a ring for this type of wrestling to really hit you right. You don't have to be looking for that at all for the Vince McMahon way of things to hit you right, because you don't see people like what Vince was looking for every day. They just automatically stand out. So you already have a one-up. You know what I'm saying? Like just the human condition is going to make you look at the Vince McMahon style of wrestler like, whoa. And then you're going to have an open mind to respect this sort of thing. So you might attract some people who have a little bit more of an open mind, but you're not going to attract as many people as you would with the other. But luckily, there's some really super impressive wrestlers here in AEW. So Tony Khan has the best of both worlds. He just needs to learn how to use them a little better, I think. Somebody like Lance Archer should have already been TNT champion and had a heck of a dominant run and just struck fear in the hearts of viewers and the roster. Same with Brian Cage. He should have. I mean, the FTW championship is cool, but he should have been up there with Miro on that TNT title, and just really had some knockdown, drag out, big beefy matches for the crowd to have that type of variety.
It's not often a man the size of Brody King, 6'5", 285 pounds, can nip up from his back.
Brody's in major control right now. Oh my goodness. Ooh, that suplex is looking nice.
This is so impressive.
M. Bison, he looked kind of like M. Bison, didn't he?
Ricochet able to kick out.
And Ricochet needs to regroup. But
That outfit he was wearing.
is just smothering him.
It's been a great strategy from the powerful Brody King, who rampaged and
Dude, this month is flying by. It's already the 11th. We're over a third of the way through this month already.
Ring of Honor is both a tag team and a six-man tag team champion.
You know, Tony, and to that point, Nigel spoke a little bit.
2 weeks is Christmas. Wow.
We'll touch more on that in a moment because Brody King last year had some huge victories in the Continental Classic. We're back live.
We're back live. AEW Dynamite Gold League match.
King is brutalizing Ricochet in the Continental Classic. Gold League, both men in search of 3 more points. Both men in search of
That's real smart, Ricochet. You should just go. You should go toe to toe with Brody King, just trading blows.
missed by Brody King. And suplex using Ricochet's momentum against him.
That's what you get, Ricochet. That's what you get. Get dropped. See, the crowd loves Brody King more than Ricochet, and Ricochet just got here a little bit ago. You know. This guy.
House of Black as a tag team with Malachi Black, the Kings of the Black Throne, but he also had huge success.
You know what? Oh, you know, Ricochet, Ricochet, Dax from FTR. Who else? Who else is always talking weird stuff on Twitter? They need at least one more person. Who else is talking trash on Twitter in AEW? We need one more person. Who have you guys seen going off on Twitter? Thunder Rosa, maybe? She seems to have a little bit of attitude on Twitter. Ray Phoenix. There you go. Okay. Ray Phoenix, Ricochet, and Dax should form a faction called the Keyboard Warriors. And they could be on Team AEW. They could help fight the Death Riders. Yeah, I said Dax. They should form a squad called the Keyboard Warriors. Van Jameson? Yeah, Caster. Okay. Yeah, put Caster in there, too. He could come with some, like, spicy, snappy tweets for all them to put out. 450. Dang, Brody kicked out at 1 from the 450.
I was going to say that perhaps Ricochet played a good game.
Yeah, Legato. Except Rikishi. I don't think Rikishi would be down with this right now, though. I think Rikishi would probably want to help out. Keyboard Warriors would be over. You see what I'm saying? Dude, this crowd would love the Keyboard Warriors. And they could, like, put up the tweets where they, like, ratio people and stuff. You know, like, they could put up the tweets where they, like, roast Cornette or roast Eric Bischoff or whatever. I'm sure Tony would be down with that. Oh, and Tony could be behind it all. Yeah, Tony Khan is, like, secretly part of it, but they reveal that later. Tony Khan's the leader of the Keyboard Warriors. Oh, my God. Can you see Tony Khan, but he dressed up like Vince McMahon where he's got, like, the cutoff shirt and the do-rag? Oh, my God, dude. That would be the hypest thing for them right now. Ricochet looking for the... Ooh, he was looking for the fireman's carry on Brody. The Keyboard Warriors, dude. Sponsored by Wrestling Observer. They could be sponsored by... Well, they'd be sponsored by Tony Khan. They'd be like, where are these guys getting all this money? You know? That's the mystery. Like, how are they so... How do they have so much money and stuff? Dang, Brody did not keep him down for the 3 count. That's when they revealed Tony Khan is behind the keyboard warriors. But it'd have to be at like All In. Make it like the big reveal.
To touch the bottom rope, and instead Ricochet, I think, electing to make a statement to prove point.
You see, I got good ideas, man.
I'm still in this match. But for how much longer?
That's right. Ricochet may not be able to kick out after the next salvo from Brody King.
And maybe that's how they get title shots. Like whoever gets the most likes on their tweets gets the next title shot in AEW. So it's kind of like a ongoing Cyber Sunday where the people vote.
The fighter's spirit, the fighter's attitude, no doubt. Is Ricochet looking for the power?
Oh my goodness, power bomb. Ricochet with a power bomb, but the turnbuckle pad has been ripped off. Brody King crawl. He like what? I don't like when they do that. You saw Brody King like scooted over to get within the range of Ricochet. Yeah, see, this crowd wants Brody to win.
And now look at Brody searching for that sleeper, trying to put Ricochet out. Ricochet grabbing onto the rope.
He's gonna bang him into the exposed turnbuckle, isn't he?
As Brody King was desperately holding to the top turnbuckle peg.
As Ricochet now going over that top. Guillotine Brody on the top rope. And now the insecurity.
Digital media chip, yeah, it could be like that.
Or did he? Maybe staggered? No! Chopped him out of midair! Chopped him out of midair! My God!
He can't grab him by his hair. Oh, what's this? Uh-oh, Brody King ascending to the top rope.
He wanted it earlier. Oh, but you can see there Ricochet putting him there. Oh!
He made him headbang on the exposed turnbuckle. Did Ricochet?
He's gonna fall. For sure now.
Oh, put him into the turnbuckle again. Crowd's booing Ricochet. You hear it? They're booing Ricochet.
Just taking advantage of this situation, loaded up that
Spirit gun? The spirit gun. The spirit gun?
From one earlier on. Wants to make sure.
As Ricochet, 2 in a row, makes the cover.
Wow. Ricochet wins. The spirit gun? Is that like the jazz finger? What? Oh my goodness. The spirit gun, guys. Ricochet wins. 38% of YouTube thought this would happen. So Ricochet's better than Darby Allin now?
With 6 points apiece in the Gold League of the Continental Classic. A dead heat in the Gold League. But right now, let's head to the back where Leo Rush and Action and
Interesting. Dang. Nobody voted for Ricochet on Twitch. Here, I'll give you guys a freebie there. Don't say I never gave you nothing.
And what happens in the vote stays in the vote.
Oh, winter is coming. You know what that means, right?
Tell him.
Santa is on his way.
Oh, Santa is definitely on his way. You know why? Because I actually...
Leo, this looks interesting here.
Yeah, it's the vote.
What do you say? Y'all let the two
Oh God, not Action Andretti, dude. No.
I ain't talking about the shots.
Please, no.
Gold on the table. And that's what we want from Santa Claus.
Well, let me tell you what I want from Santa Claus. Tell me. This year,
Okay, it's Leo Rush and Action Andretti.
Juicy.
Action Andretti is my least favorite wrestler, like, in the world, period, right now.
Actually, yeah.
You never gave me nothing.
How many tag team matches have these guys won in order to have a shot at one of these?
Radio.
It was 0.
Yo, actually, remind me who got eliminated from the Battle Royal. Let me think about it. Oh, it was these two.
Wait. perfect solution. How about y'all two face these two this week at Collision, and whoever wins get to face us for these AEW World Tag Team Championships. What do y'all say?
I like what you cooking.
I'm cooking up. I'm cooking.
I like it.
Yo, Darius. No hard feelings, right?
Leo Rush is looking like that sculpture from Beetlejuice.
Thank you, Santa.
Well, we knew Andretti and Leo had something to say, and it was the AEW World Tag Team Champions, but fans still to come.
Only one bottle of Propel was damaged. I don't know, man. I'd have to open up the rest of it. It's leaking like crazy, though, so I don't know. It started like pouring out on me, so I just put it right back. I have to look at it. There's definitely at least one. I don't know how many other ones. But yeah, Radio, I took pictures of it right when I got it, with the box all damaged and everything, just in case you need them if you're gonna like report it or something. Leo Rush would be awesome with the Hurt Business. All the time you see us have. Sting! I watched this. Yeah, Radio. I'll cut it open later and take a look at it. It's just right now is. I don't want to get any wetter. What did they say? What do you mean? What did they say? Who? Like Leo Rush and them? Who the heck is my mailman? Well, it's not stuff always getting broke. This package probably weighs a good 45 pounds or something like that. It's a pretty heavy package. Oh, Leo Rush and them just walked up, and Leo Rush looked like the Beetlejuice statue. The statue that like grabbed the guy on Beetlejuice, he looked like that. Him and Action Andretti. Oh my God, Waction Andretti. That dude is. I'm telling you, Action Andretti is my least favorite wrestler right now. They walked up like, "Yo, let us get this title shot." Private Party, and Private Party was like, "What?" And then Top Flight walked up, and they're like, "Well, wait, what have they done? What have they done to get this shot?" And then Top Flight was like, "I'm not Top Flight." Private Party was like, "Yeah. Well, how about this? You guys fight each other next week, and whoever wins, you get the title shot." And they were like, "Oh, I like that. I like that." And then that was it. I can't wait to see Action Andretti. Action Andretti, I feel like Brian Cage opened up his own wrestling school and didn't tell anybody, and the only person he trained was Action Andretti. Trained him in the fine art of get your stuff in foo, where you just do every move you know how to do in every match. You don't care if you win or lose. You just want everyone to see every move you know how to do. They did the same thing you guys did. Nothing exactly. What? This is your tag division now? Your tag division is Top Flight and a team that wasn't even a real team. I'm telling you, introducing these trios titles destroyed their tag team division. I told them not to do it. I told everybody, don't introduce trios titles. Don't do it. They introduced trios titles, and it depleted their tag division so hard. They started inventing tag teams and stuff, and it's just... Oh, my goodness. And now this is where we're at now. Now it's Private Party versus a fictitious Leo Rush tag team and Top Flight. That's your marquee matchup. Yeah, where's the Gun Club, right? Where the heck is Colton and Austin? Yeah, they had a great tag team division too, but they got overzealous and they introduced the trios titles like I told them not to, and look what happened. They depleted their freaking reserves. completely. I'll be right back.
One week from today, the TBS champion Mercedes Moné will defend her title against Anna Jay. Now please welcome the challenger, Anna Jay. Hi. And now please welcome the TBS champion, the CEO, Mercedes Moné.
Kansas City! Missouri or Kansas, Renee? You know, it doesn't matter. You know, just say
Backstage
hello.
with Mercedes Moné.
Oh. Ladies, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me.
Yeah, they
and
should
thank you
retire
for
the trios titles for sure.
physicality. Mercedes, you've now defended the TBS championship.
Did you like my rundown, Taz?
And today
Was it
marks your
action-packed?
200-day reign as a TBS champion. But before we get into your match against Anna next
Oh my
week on
God.
Wednesday, let's talk
Guys,
this Sunday.
this is
Long
what we
Beach,
call
California.
failing
You're
upwards.
going to be defending your New Japan Strong Women's Championship against
Can't win the world title? Guess what? You just get another title shot a week later.
Proud of you. I'm also really proud
It's all
of
good. Don't
Anna
worry.
Jay. You know, Anna, I have a lot of respect for you. I love all your gutsiness and that you went to Japan to train. I went to Japan too. And I love that you believe in yourself. I think that's just so cute. But you know what? You're only 26 and just getting started.
She's 26 now?
By the time I was 26, I was a 5-time world champion.
Oh, but that was bad creative from a bad company though.
So next week on a Dynamite, I'm going to show you.
Gotta love how they list it when it like suits them.
With Mercedes Moné.
Hold on, you are not.
That was a bad women's division though, right? You're gonna change things. It's gonna be so much better here. That was bad.
Stay here and listen to what I have to
Mercedes,
say.
why are you listing that?
Mercedes, you are a living legend, and I admire what you do in the ring, truly. And I'm aware that I am going into this the underdog, but that's fine. I've been underestimated my whole life, my whole career, and I keep proving people wrong. So go ahead, underestimate me, because when you make the first mistake, I am going to capitalize on it, because all I need is 1, 2, 3 seconds to shock the world and become the new TBS champion.
Why did they reverse the polarity here? Do you see this? It's like Mercedes was being the good girl and Anna Jay's being the rude one.
Mariah May shocked the world, standing on the neck of
It's like they don't know the heel face dynamic. It's like they saw people do it, but they didn't understand it. You know what I'm talking about? Why was Mercedes the nice one there and Anna Jay was the disrespectful one?
broken tables, crashed sets, bruised heads, black eyes, bloody kisses, and we've only just
I swear that that's what it is, though. I swear that they just do things here that they've seen other companies do, but they don't understand the subtlety. They don't understand. It's like when you watch Gordon Ramsay cook and you're like, oh, I can make that. I can make a risotto. All it is rice. It's like you're not understanding the steps that go into making it the whole thing work. You're just doing things you saw somebody else do. There's no love and attention put into it. You're just skipping to the end of the story without understanding what made the story matter in the first place. It's like one of those like Chinese knockoff companies that just makes Jordans, but you could tell they're fake because like the stitching's wrong, the details aren't there. They've seen Jordans and they're gonna sell them to you. You think Mercedes could cook a good risotto? No. I think her husband was in charge of all that before they got separated. Look at Mina's dance. Okay, Mina. Mina's song sounds like a Fast and the Furious ending right now. Mina's looking great, by the way. I like her little dance she just did.
She has a lot going for her. She's gorgeous. She has style. She has a great smile, great personality, and
She got style and grace. sounds like we're that the whole Fast and Furious crew just they're drinking their Coronas at the table, and now it's just gonna pan up and the credits are gonna start rolling or whatever. Oh, she got a new intro. Mariah May has a new entrance.
From London, England, she is the reigning and defending.
Dang, they're letting the women main event? Okay. Yeah, it's the fat Jordan. It's not even the Jordan, it's like a Shaquille. It's the Shaquille slam. Her music theme is hilarious. Man, this is a very very pretty main event. I like Mariah May's theme song. It sounds like evil and luxurious at the same time. It's a really good theme song.
It makes all the sense in the world to me.
Of course it would.
Renee Paquette getting to the bottom, to the truth of things. Also Paquette who said there is
Here we go, guys. The title's on the line, so you know what time. It's time to light it up. Let's go.
Right hands being exchanged. We are off to the races. Our Dynamite Winter is coming. Main event as Mina.
They might have actually preserved their viewership by making this the main event, dude. They've been really falling super low at the end of these shows by having like Claudio in the show, dude. Claudio's cool, but like that's not gonna keep people watching, man. They'll just check that later. They'll watch YouTube for the highlights or whatever. This could preserve their viewership a bit. I'm not saying it will. I'm saying it could because it's something different, you know. All right. Predictions are open on YouTube. Who do you got? Who you with? Let's open them up on Twitch as well. Thank you guys so much for being here tonight. Thank you everybody who has retweeted the tweets. If you could retweet the tweets one time for me right now, guys, I would very much appreciate it. Spread the word to the streets.
Mariah got the victory, but now Mina Shirakawa looking to neutralize that height advantage, it seems. The figure four leg lock, Mariah May taking herself to the outside. Both women all tied up in the figure four and spilling.
All right, predictions are open on Twitch as well, guys. There you go. Light it up. Tough Nose. Is she still with Stardom? I think all these women are like available to be wherever.
Maybe thinking suplex on the floor, but Mariah does not want to find out, and she sends Mina Shirakawa hard. And
Get Mariah in the right spot here. She's a little outside of where I want her at. We got her whole body here. Let's see if we can do something about that. There we go. Thunder Rosa is actually on Dynamite, guys.
We saw that drop kick on target, driving Mina Shirakawa into the barricade.
We heard from Thunder Rosa as well. It says she has a victory over both champion and challenger and is waiting in for the wings for whoever.
Thunder Rosa.
As AEW Women's Champion, and certainly
Ryan knows what time it is. I see you, Ryan.
with that beautiful statuesque
Tough knows what time it is, and Ryan knows what time it is. Time to light it up. Winter is coming. Winter is here.
Mariah May mocking Mina Shirakawa there as Mina struggling to get upright on the floor after that thunderous drop kick by Mariah May. Referee Aubrey Edwards giving the count to Mina Shirakawa on the floor. The 10 count here in this AEW Women's World Championship title match.
You know, this event, this yearly event, winter is coming. We've seen so many big events.
Remember when they used to have the 20 count? I wonder exactly when they went to the 10 count. They used to do 20 count here. Mariah May's leg is getting. Uh-oh, figure forward on the post. Oh my God. Oh, she said B. Okada wrote that line right there. Figure four around the ring post, the Bret Hart spot. put 20 counts on your 2K matches? Aha.
If this is the real Mina, I'd like to see the fake Mina, to be honest with you.
I just make most of my matches Falls Count Anywhere. I got tired of the weird AI stuff, and I understand the 20 count can kind of help with that, but I just decided that the norm should be Falls Count Anywhere. That way people's finishers don't get them, don't lose them matches. Because if you've noticed, there's some characters who are taller than others, and sometimes they get slammed, and they're just automatically under the ropes no matter where you slam them at. People like The Undertaker, Kane, like tall wrestlers get a absolute boost in 2K just for being tall. So I just made it so that most of my matches are Falls Count Anywhere. That way, if you get slammed and you would have got pinned, you're just getting pinned. No rope breaks. You get beat, you get beat.
The best of Mina Shirakawa is the full mount, the closed fists, the illegal punches from Mariah May.
Forcing Shirakawa to show a little bit of fight, but by the looks of things, challenger doesn't.
Mariah May just eating it up right now.
And statuesque she is. I mean,
yeah, I don't like the countouts either. That's why I just decided, hey, forget it. We're doing Falls Count Anywhere. That's going to be our normal match.
Judy Grable, and maybe dare I say the biting eloquence of a Molly.
That way, tall wrestlers don't automatically get like a way out. Here we go. Here's the crowd trying to entertain themselves.
Which is about on par for you, Tony.
Better save your energy, crowd. You got a long night ahead of you.
Mariah May hearing it from the Kansas City faithful here as to the midsection. Mariah battering down Mina Shirakawa.
Oh my goodness! Slap the chest of Mina.
Confused. I thought Christian Cage was the light of your life. Mariah May might have usurped him.
Oh, you know, at the end of the day, sometimes you've got to let light shine where it can.
Welcome back to AEW Dynamite.
Welcome back to AEW Dynamite.
AEW Women's World Championship.
Oh yeah, I see that, Ringmaster. The problem is the rope breaks that you get in a WWE 2K game would not be the same rope breaks you would get in real life. So you're running it like a real company, but the rope breaks that you're getting, are you telling me that The Undertaker would need to get rope breaks? Would Kane need to get rope breaks? You know what I'm saying? Like, the people who are benefiting from the rope breaks are people who most likely wouldn't be doing that in real life. So in trying to chase realism, you're giving people ways out that they would never even need to use in the first place. You're making it unrealistic by trying to make it realistic. People like The Undertaker, people like Kane are getting one-ups over people that they would never need to use a rope break on. And they're just getting it for free. So it ends up soaking realism out of matches at that point. And both women go down. It's only the fourth time we've seen a double down tonight, dude. They just, like, you see what I'm saying? Like, they keep going back to the same stuff over and over and over again. Even within the same show, we see the same thing multiple times. And this guy, Will Washington, is supposed to be the continuity. He's supposed to be the guy in charge of continuity, which is making sure that the story makes sense start to finish, making sure that the show fits. This guy is getting paid to do nothing at this point because if I can see it, shouldn't somebody getting paid to see it see it? The continuity is so crazy right now because you're letting the same thing happen all over the fight card. Multiple of the same spots. Multiple of the same spots, multiple of the same outcomes, multiple of the same heat generating type of ideas. You're letting things look so similar multiple times per night. Your continuity guys should be helping you to dodge that. That way your show has a good variety to it. We're not seeing the same stuff. Paying this dude Will Washington to do nothing, basically. I'm sure he has helped them to avoid something that could have happened tonight, but come on, man.
With Mariah's feet elevated in the ropes. Mina, the cover, and Mariah.
Oh, thank God.
Oh my goodness, this referee too. Oh my goodness, dude. Come on, save us. We're overtime right now.
Her ring savvy, her ring awareness, as Tony just said.
What was that?
And maybe a handful of time. Oh, the knee! Right down the middle. And Mariah again on target.
Really? Jaw. 2 shots. You're right, Excalibur on target. Look at that.
Excalibur, guys. S.
Mayday! The cover. 2. Oh, no!
Mina kicked out at the last millisecond right here.
I think Mariah will do a little bit of celebrating during that cover.
My die.
We're in trouble here. Come on, Mariah.
Mariah May, the champion, struggling to her feet, struggling to put weight on that left leg.
England loves you.
As now once again, Mina elevated Mayday.
Mina, ho, Ito, Rio. This dude Excalibur has been off all night long. I don't know what's up with him tonight. He's normally not good, but this is just another level tonight. Ouch. Fix your hair. Take your time. Mariah kicks out of the move that not even the announcers know what it's called. Thunder Rosa looking on. Oh my God. Storm Zero dropped Mina on her head. That's 3. Ouch. That looked like it hurt. Mariah May retains the title. You're not my champ, says Thunder Rosa. Mariah May keeps the title. Toni Storm's back. She's got her old gimmick back. What? Toni Storm is back. She snapped out. Snapped out of her situation. I can't believe what I'm seeing. Toni Storm. She shrugged the Holy wrestling. Wow. She shrugged off the like classical look. No more Turner Classic movies for her. Ay, ay, ay. Tough, thank you. A glamour sneeze. Toni Storm is back, and we're gonna have to change her picture. I wonder if that's just to throw off Mariah May, and she really is still being an actor. Maybe she's just playing the part of her old self. Ay, ay, ay. I told you. Maybe she'd be back tonight. Toni Storm return. Gosh, I really wish that would have been a bigger moment, you know? It felt big to me, but I know that it did not resound like it should have. Let's have a little chat about this. A grapple chat, if you will. All right, let's do this. All right, so if you watched this episode of AEW Dynamite along with me, this is the 11th of December, 2024 episode of Dynamite. Winter is coming, I want to know what score you guys would give this episode. Keep in mind the scores go between 1 and 10. 10 would be the highest, right? Like the higher up you go, the better the show is. But keep in mind, the highest score that I'm going to accept for tonight's episode is going to be an 8.4 out of 10. That's the ceiling. The lowest score I'm going to accept is going to be a 7.0 out of 10, okay? 7.0 is the floor. 8.4 is the ceiling. Anywhere between
Welcome, Quam.
8.4 and 7.0. All right? These are your spots. And I need your score before the end of this song. If it'll play. There we go. Oh my goodness. There you have it. There you have it. Yeah, like the three faces of Foley. Maybe she's just trying to throw her off though. We'll see. All right. So Varcade says 7.9. I got you. Thank you, Varcade. Tough says 8.19. Thank you, Tough. It's a very good score, I would say. Jonathan says 7.9. Okay. Thank you, Jonathan. That takes care of YouTube's scores. Everybody who got a score in before the end of the song, you're getting counted. All right. Taz says 7.5. Taz says a good show. Could have been a little better. I see you. Thank you, Taz. I got to pay out the predictions as well. Ryan says 7.8. Thank you, Ryan. Sounds good to me. Quam says 8.0. Wait, what? Quam, you just put your score one time, man. Don't put your score multiple times. I'll wait because you just said 7.75 is a skateboard width. I don't know if that's your score now. Anyway, okay, so Kelly says 7.79. Thank you, Kelly. I got you. All right. Ringmaster says 7.55. Thank you, Ringmaster. Thank you, Kelly, as well, if I didn't say thank you. What is 7.75, says Radio. Radio phrased it in the form of a question. He said, what is? So you get the what's up. Thank you, Radio. Thank you for your score. Shroomgoon says, who is 7.2? I'll do you one better. Why is 7.2? Shroomgoon, thank you for your score. You get a what's up too. WB says 7.46. You got it. Thank you, WB. 7.75 was your reply. Okay, so your real score is 8.0. Okay, I got you. Thank you. Yeah, Quam just showed up, but we'll make an exception for people once. Next time, just be here during the show, like for a little bit, so that we can make sure. Because be here watching the show with us. This is a watch along. Don't show up as the show ends and try to give a score, because that's what people do who either love the show too much or hate the show too much. I've noticed that there's no two ways about it. People show up late and they either have like a super glowing review or they just show up to hate on a show. So that's why from now on, and it's always been this way, but I'm giving you the pass tonight. just be here during the show and hang out with us and talk with us during the show, because if somebody's going to be here for 2 hours, they're probably not somebody who's just here to pump a show up or just to dump on a show either. They're probably somewhere in the middle, and their score is going to be fair and square. I'm not saying anybody's score is not fair and square tonight. I'm just saying I've noticed that the people who do that sort of thing are the people who show up right when the show ends and just try to punch a score in, and that's where we start getting out of control. So just make sure you're here make sure you're here during the show. You just leave then? Wait, what are you talking about? I'm not saying you have to leave. I'm saying I'm giving you a reason why. I've done thousands of episodes of this, and I've noticed what happens during those shows. When people show up right at the end, that's when the scores start to get a little out of hand. So I'm just asking you to be here during the show. That way I can adhere to the rules for everybody, because that's the rules here, to make sure that we don't get a bunch of last second out of control scores. Because right now somebody could raid me who has like a very negative AEW wrestling show. They could raid me with 30 viewers, and I'd have to take all their scores because I just took yours, right? And they could all give it like a 7.0, and that would just crash the score because I do the average of all people's scores, right? So just think about it this way. If I do it for you, I have to do it for everybody else. 30 people come in here right now, see me letting you do it. Now I got to let everybody do it. So just please understand, as a broadcaster, I've went through this thousands of times, and I've figured out kind of the way things go. So don't get overzealous. Don't start being like, oh, I just won't show up then, because that's not what's going on here. I'm not trying to exclude you. I'm trying to tell you why normally you would have to be here for the show for me to take your score, because people take advantage of it, and they've done it before. They've tried it before, and I've done thousands of episodes of this, and I'm not exaggerating when I say thousands. So it's nothing against you. It's nothing weird. Don't get overzealous. Don't start trying to snap. Just understand, man. I'm doing this as a service to the wrestling community as well, because most wrestling review shows, you know how it is. They just tell you what they think about the show, and that's it. That's the review. This is a show where your score matters. I'm doing a service where everybody gets to have a little piece of this. Everyone gets to matter. So please just enjoy having a piece, enjoy actually mattering, and just adhere to the rules. There's a reason for these rules. Trust me, I'd love it to just be willy-nilly, but there's always going to be somebody somewhere who's going to try to take advantage of that. I'm not saying you're doing that. I'm just saying there's a way around it, and it's just follow the rules. All right, so my score is going to be a 7.7. This show had holes. It's got the same thing going on where stars are being diminished by having longer than necessary matches with people. I understand it's a tournament, so you want everybody to look like they're super credible and all this, but I just don't feel like this is the time for that. You got to have people, you got to present stars as stars. Just doing a good match for the sake of a good match is becoming very flimsy for this crowd. The crowd legitimately is over here singing songs to entertain themselves. They're not into the good match mantra as much as they used to be. And it's because they've seen it 1,000 times, man. They've seen it over and over and over and over and over again. It's not something that needs to continue happening a trillion times. You need to create stars. You need to make sure that your people you're pushing, people who are going to be part of your main storylines and such, they need to be presented as stars, not as just pieces in a puzzle pieces in a puzzle where you can't even see the picture on the front of the puzzle anymore. They're legitimately just putting puzzle pieces out there just to chill. They need to stop doing that. Yeah, and on top of that, the ending was a little weird to me, because like the Toni Storm character was probably the best thing the women's division of AEW has ever had, and So in the grand scheme of things, everybody and their grandma wants this Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, MJF stuff out the door, out the window, and it maybe shouldn't have even come back. I thought we were done with this when MJF reemerged, brain-bustered Adam Cole on the pay-per-view. Remember that? And then he was like, that's done. That feud's over with. So the thing that everybody wanted to get rid of is back in full force and taking multiple weeks and multiple minutes off your showtime to see MJF and Adam Cole in that feud. But the best thing that ever happened to your women's division, you've broomed that, and now you're back to just regular Toni Storm, the two-step version of Toni Storm, the one that would take 2 steps, do a move, take 2 steps, do a move, take 2 steps, do a move, take 2 steps, take a move, take 2 steps, do a move. That's why I called her 2 steps. She had no personality, she had no pizzazz, and her in-ring work was just monotonous and boring. You're taking that away, but you want to continue with Orange Cassidy being the savior of your company. You want to continue Hook being so dominant that he can beat up Christian Cage and 2 henchmen and leave unscathed. You want to continue with Adam Cole versus MJF, Kyle O'Reilly dropping weird jewels of wisdom that don't make any sense, that he's immediately hypocritical about. You're sticking with the stuff that's not working, but you're brooming the stuff that did work, that people were actually hype about. I'm going 7.7 because there were good parts. There were good matches tonight, but it could have been much higher. I like the Winter is Coming aesthetic. I like that normally the Winter is Coming show, whenever it comes around, they normally have something really cool. And I like that now it's so close to the final pay-per-view of the year for AEW that the events of Winter is Coming are going to actually have some sort of bearing on what's going to happen for the next 2 weeks here. But overall, I cannot fully recommend this episode. I would say that this episode was okay to good, but not great. And even the stuff that could have been great was hamstrung by overly long matches, by weird disjointed backstage area where it feels like everybody lives in a separate dimension of the world, like of the entire universe, where they don't know each other or talk to each other. All of a sudden, Darby Allin's out here with a baseball bat. Then he's backstage in a sit-down interview. It's like the chaotic nature, and then all of a sudden it's calm, and then it's just so all over the place. It feels like a weird potpourri where like there are things within the potpourri that don't smell right, and so it like you get like a whiff of something that smells good, and then you also get this weird undertone of something that just doesn't belong there, and it just continues to happen over and over again. They need to get rid of Will Washington, because that's Will Washington's job. Everything that I'm mentioning right now is that guy Will Washington's job. His official job is he's in charge of continuity. He's supposed to be the guy that makes sure that things fit together well, that the story that they told last week makes sense with this week, that the things going on now make sense with the way the show started. He's in charge of continuity, making sure things flow right. And right now, if what he's doing is considered a good job, then I should take his job. This guy Will Washington needs to be eradicated. I'm not for people losing their jobs, but I am for people getting paid correctly for doing the job that they're worthy of, and for people to be placed in things that they're good at. And right now, that is what I'm seeing. The continuity is very bad on this show. The beginning of the show and the end of the show do not feel like they fit together at all. It does not feel like a cohesive piece of entertainment that's supposed to make me want to see what happens next. It feels like there are pitfalls and holes within everything, and there are people who are way too powerful out of nowhere with no backing to it. Why are you so powerful? Why is Hook able to take out Christian Cage's entire crew? Why is Marina Shafir able to choke out freaking world champions? Why is this happening? You could fill in these blanks for me, but you're not. And that's where continuity is lacking. When there are holes within what you're doing and you're not filling them in, that's the opposite of continuity. Continuity is what makes things make sense from one event to the other. And when there are pitfalls in there, that means you're not doing a good job of continuity. These things need to fit together more smoothly. That doesn't mean make it so the guy who's fighting next week runs in to help the guy against the guy that he's fighting next week. That's not continuity. That's wacky little like, haha, we did it. Look, Claudio. Now Darby's gonna fight Claudio, so Darby runs in to help against Claudio. That's continuity. Now a week from now, that's cool. Now everybody's gonna be looking forward to that. That's not continuity. That is legitimately lazy. If all of a sudden I put on a hat and the hat is a Freddy Krueger hat, right? I put on a Freddy Krueger hat, and then next week on Wednesday I play a Freddy Krueger game. Is that continuity? Is that cool? Did that make you really look forward to it? No, it's just something you threw in here to make it look like you're doing a great job. That's not inspiring people. That's not inspiring people's fantasy booking. That's not inspiring people to want to watch your show next week. Just having somebody show up out of nowhere who they've never interacted with. When did Will Ospreay and Darby Allin ever become friends? When did they ever talk? But Darby is willing to run out here at the end of the match with a baseball bat and run off Claudio because they're going to fight next week. That's not a story, dude. That's not a story. That's just putting people in front of each other for 2 seconds because they're going to fight next week. It's like Ryu and Ken are next to each other on the character select screen on Street Fighter. That's a story now because they're right next to each other? No. The story is who they are, where they came up, how they trained together, their brotherhood together, their master teaching them certain lessons and them taking up different jewels of knowledge to create their own fighting style and mirroring each other in certain ways because of the fighting style they have, but also their personalities helping them to branch out and differentiate themselves. And when they clash, it's something crazy because they're brothers in training, but they also have differences in their upbringings and their methodology of what fighting is. Like, that's freaking story, man. And that's just two characters next to each other on a fighting screen. You can't just put two people next to each other and be like, that's cool, that's a story. It's not, and I'm not down with it. I'm going 7.7. Could have been way better. I think this fight card really helped this show out because the storylines, the Death Riders just keep on beating people up, keep on just acting unruly, and now you got Jon Moxley going off the deep end with his promos, dude. He's talking about he's part of the prophecy and living by the blade, and it's like, what are you, dude? Come on, man. Come on. We already couldn't really latch onto what you're saying, but now he's dipping into like prophecy and weird little sayings about living and dying by the blade and all this stuff. It's just, dude, come on, man. We're already confused, but you're making it worse because you're dipping into like Bray Wyatt type of promos. And you're not Bray Wyatt. He's good on the mic, but he's not Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt had like a mystical element to what he was talking about, to where you kind of wanted to see where it was going. Jon Moxley, there's nothing mystical about him, but he's going there. You know, it's like if your favorite Fortnite streamer starts talking about the depths of string theory. It's like, dude, you're not that guy. Stop. Okay? I'm here to watch you play Fortnite. I'm not here to hear about string theory and the intricacies of how quantum entanglement works. Dude, you're not that guy. Stop. He's going down a road where we were already confused, but now he's taking a left turn into weird Wyattville. Stop. Rethink it. Restart. Retool. Reclaim. Call Seth Rollins if you need to redesign, rebuild, and reclaim, okay? You know his number. I'm going 7.7. They're lucky to get out with that, honestly, after everything that I just saw. But 7.7 sounds fair, I would say. All right, so all these scores add up to what happened to Britt Baker? I don't know. She's just gone. But Serena Deeb is wearing the shirt that says "Nobody Cares." She took Britt Baker's saying, and now she's just wrestling on Collision by herself. Like I said, the continuity needs work here, man. Absolutely. 92.74. That's everyone's scores added together. So let's see how many scores we have, and then we'll divide by how many scores we got, and then we will find out what the overall score is going to be. So that's 1 score, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, 12 scores. Okay. So 92.74 divided by 12 equals, this will give us our average score, and that is 7.72833333333333, which is a long way of saying they got a half a point for this episode. Anything below a 7.75 is a half a point, depending on how far below 7.75 they go. They missed it by a little bit. 7.72. So they get a half a point for this episode. Unless Toni Storm has multiple personalities, yeah, for sure. Best thing she's ever done in AEW, but it's also something that has a shelf life. That's for real, but it also, I would say, has more of a shelf life than a lot of things they could have got rid of instead of that. There we go, 1.5. That's good, man. It's good to scratch the board and not strike out. Striking out is the biggest and easiest way for your show to get outside of the running of winning the season. So it's really good that Dynamite was able to put something on the board tonight. It was a pretty good show, but half a point sounds just about fair to me. Just about fair. Not a spectacular show, and most likely a show that I don't feel like anybody's going to write home about. Like, what would you write home about this? You know? The return of Toni Storm? I guess, would that be it? What else? Some okay matches? I wouldn't even call the matches good tonight, since 2 of the biggest matches ended in a roll-up after a longer than necessary match. If you're going to end a match in a roll-up, you should end it quicker than that. You shouldn't take everybody's time. They literally took half an hour. Well, not literally. 25 minutes for the first match to go off, and a lot of that was just Jay White getting beat up, and then it ended in a disqualification. You know what I'm saying? We got a disqualification and 2 roll-ups on this show. See what I'm talking about? It's like the continuity is all kinds of weird right now. They need to tighten it up. Tighten up now. So thank you, everybody, for your scores, man. We broke 10 scores. Thank you, everybody. Like I said, one of the best things about this show is your score actually matters. And if it wasn't for all you guys' score, it would just been up to me, you know? I really appreciate you guys, and I try to show you that by including what you're talking about, including what you're saying, and including your what you're saying on the screen as well during these replays and all this. So thank you, everybody who gave a score tonight. Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you, everybody on YouTube. Thank you, everybody on Twitch. Everybody on Twitch, make sure you stick around because we're not done yet. This is not the end of the stream. Oh my goodness. Yo, we're burning it down over here. WB, thank you very much, man. I'll be your end of days. Oh my goodness, look at this. WB with the bits. Thank you very much, man. 25 bits. Like I was saying, everybody on YouTube, please make your way over to my Twitch channel because we're not done yet. The WB's trying to light it up right now. I see you.
One of the most intimidating physical specimens the WWE has ever seen. The monstrous 5-time World Heavyweight Champion.
Oh my goodness. It's WB Tista. WB Tista. Thank you for the bits, man. There's the link right there, guys, on YouTube. It is twitch.tv/Gritty Urban Saga. Okay, that's the link. I like it here. Thank you, Radio. I like having you here. There's the link, guys. So click that if you're on YouTube. Get on over to the Twitch channel because that is where this stream is going to reside for the remainder of the evening. The YouTube stream is ending. But everybody on Twitch already, thank you very much for being here. Make sure you stick around because we're not done yet. But that was... You know what that was. The chat.